You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. The most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey. The most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
With so much life, just come on this way. Not even thinking that we would realize
personal struggle. So sad when you feel alone in your trouble. It's real hard when you want to talk to a brother. It's so bad because of how some look at you after. So Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover my head. Satan want me dead. Cover my back from human attack. So Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. People see you smile, but don't know the hurt that you're feeling. Even as God's child, at times your heart does be bleeding. Where can you go when you're really looking for healing? Who know how to flow when your soul needs some restoring? So Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me home from evils unknown. Cover my feet so I'll never retreat. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover my brother, cover my sister, them who under pressure. Cover, 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 cover the preacher, every church worker, the young believer. Cover, 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 the worship leader and intercessor, every gospel minister. Cover, cover, cover. Jesus alone is the one who has the real answer. The one on the throne is the true and loving Father. He will hold your hand and keep you from going under. He will make you stand and let you know he's a fixer. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me mind. You know the struggle sometimes. Cover me mouth, that the wrong thing wouldn't come out. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover the Christian in the midst of aggression with the power of your right hand. Jesus, cover, cover, cover them helpless children. Jesus, defend them. Send help from heaven. Jesus, cover, cover, cover all them radio stations that blessing the nation. Grant divine protection. Jesus, cover, 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 cover me, cover me, cover me.
Truer words were never spoken. The less you associate with some people, the more your life will improve. Anytime you tolerate mediocrity in others, it increases your mediocrity. An important attribute in successful people is their impatience with negative thinking and negative acting people. As you grow, your associates will change. Some of your friends will not want you to go on. They will want you to stay where they are. Friends that don't help you climb will want you to crawl. Your friends will stretch your vision or choke your dream. Those that don't increase you will eventually decrease you. Consider this. Never receive counsel from unproductive people. Never discuss your problems with someone incapable of contributing to the solution, because those who never succeed themselves are always first to tell you how. Not everyone has a right to speak into your life. You are certain to get the worst of the bargain when you exchange ideas with the wrong person. Don't follow anyone who's not going anywhere. With some people you spend an evening. With others, you invest it. Be careful where you stop to inquire for directions along the road of life. Wise is the person who fortifies his life with the right friendships. If you run with wolves, you will learn how to howl. But if you associate with eagles, you will learn how to soar to great heights. A mirror reflects a man's face, but what he is really like is shown by the kind of friends he chooses. The simple but true fact of life is that you become like those with whom you closely associate, for the good and the bad. Note, be not mistaken. This is applicable to family as well as friends. Yes, do love, appreciate, and be thankful for your family, for they will always be your family, no matter what. Just know that they are human first, and though they are family to you, they may be a friend to someone else and will fit somewhere in the criteria above. In prosperity, our friends know us. In adversity, we know our friends. Never make someone a priority when you are only an option for them. If you are going to achieve excellence in big things, you develop the habit in little matters. Excellence is not an exception. It is a prevailing attitude.
Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. Let me say a special hello to all the WZYE 95.9 FM listeners. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, it's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Waldsheet, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. And of course, we come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And so, ladies and gentlemen, as soon as you get in, share it live on WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook and X. Subscribe, WZYE TV on YouTube. And of course, you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444. And you know what we always say here, ladies and gentlemen, we originate, we don't imitate. It doesn't matter what color t-shirt you have on. You have on a pink t-shirt, a burgundy t-shirt, a orange t-shirt. Each and everyone is welcome in the village of WZYE 95.9 FM. Doesn't matter what planet you're from Mazatania, Xena, Urania, Sun Uranus. Each and everyone is welcome in the village on WZYE 95.9 FM. This is how we start the thing.
It have our place, WZYE, where they treat you like friends and family. So if you're looking for a place to belong, going WZYE, you could come along. If you have haste, come with me. We have dad on WZYE, Santa Medite.
Of course, ladies and gentlemen, that is the resident love doctor, the man himself, Dr. Rennie Muhammad, who coined that for us. Yeah, he coined that for us. So, folks, tonight my edit that of course we talked about we bring you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. We are the only radio program on the planet, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, the only radio program on the planet with an old such pledge to you, the people of Trinidad and Tobago, and by extension the world, that we will bring you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Take a listen.
Ansam LeBon and Marshall Nesbitt solemnly swear to conduct this radio program in a true, fair, and balanced manner, ensuring that all perspectives are given equal consideration and that the information presented is objective and unbiased. We pledge to provide a platform where diverse voices can be heard, fostering open and constructive dialogue that serves the best interests of our audience and community. Our commitment is to uphold the principles of journalistic integrity and ethical broadcasting throughout the duration of this program. Thank you.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Our old stats pledge to you, the people who join us here on WZYE 95.9 FM. And of course, whether you listen to us online, whether you're on Facebook, whether you're on X, whether you're on YouTube, we bring that to you. Let me bring in my partner, the man himself, but like we matching tonight, boy.
Looks that way without even trying.
Oh, there you go. That's how things just happen, you know. It's like,
But it's all good. It's all good. How are you today?
Tommy, today was a splendiferous day. Man. So you know ask me why?
Well, tell me why.
Oh, all right, all right. Tell me why is the name of a song, isn't it? Tell me
I
why.
think Baron. Tell me why you don't want
Why? Who sing that song?
Baron.
Baron? Hey.
Tell me why you don't want the party and party so nice.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Correct is right, yes. Correct is right. So Tommy, today was another track workout, and today I did 5 times 800. Right,
5 800s.
right. That's
Wow.
4,000 meters.
Wow, like you're going for some major competition.
Yeah, but I ranking up this stuff. I ranking it up. I ranking it up. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
You're
I'm
ranking and
raising the bar.
ramping. You're ramping up while ranking up.
Yeah, I ranking it up, and I wrapping it up, and I'm moving it up.
Mm-hmm.
So when I got to practice this morning, I thought they was gonna do 400s, which is a quarter mile, which is half of a 800, right?
Right.
So then all of a sudden, the coach said, "Well, we change it to 800." I say, "Oh God, boy." So the guys did 10, the girls did 8, and I did 5. You understand?
Wow.
If I try to do 8, you know what I mean? I might leave the track.
Or you might just have to sleep for the rest of the day.
I might have to sleep for the rest of the day. Correct is right. So I
Let me
decided
ask
to
you
do
something.
5.
How many
Huh?
kilometers? How many kilometers make a mile?
It's about a little over 1,600, a little over 1,600 meters. Let me Google that. How many kilometers make a mile? Well, are you talking about kilometers?
Yeah, kilo.
How many kilometers in 1 mile? Yeah, I was gonna say I know how much meters. How many kilometers in 1 mile? Let me
One
see.
point
How
something.
many kilometers in 1 mile? How many kilometers in 1 mile? We up here to do it right. 1,609 kilometers. Right. So
1,609 kilometers?
yeah, that's what it says here.
No, that's impossible.
1.600.
Oh, 1.6. Okay,
1.600.
okay. Now I got it.
Right, right. 1.60. 1.609. So
1.609. Okay.
1 kilometer is about 1,000 meters is 4.5 laps. So let me see. How many meters in 1 mile? Let me see that one. Let me see how many meters in 1 mile.
1,600.
A little bit over that. Just a little bit. How many meters in a mile? Maybe 1609. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
1609.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't understand that one. 1.609 kilometers and 1,600. You see, I thought it was, yeah, I think 1,609 meters.
Right.
Yeah? Let's take this call. Over defender, welcome. Yo,
Good night, Rashid. Good evening.
good night.
Good night, sir.
I had to get in early today because I have something but my lunch.
Okay.
Today
Good.
I call on the Mugabe station, right? Because I hear you know our program has come on every Thursdays.
Yeah.
Yeah, where there's this man who always talk like if he need rum shop.
Yeah.
He come in costing the PNM for fixing the breakfast shed and then fixing the sign by Mandela Park, right?
Right.
So today I came in late, so I didn't hear the start of the conversation. But while I came in, he said, Kamala don't want to meet with nobody to help with crime, and she politicizing crime. And she said, Kamala, that we have to wait until she gets in power for she to help with crime. So I decided to call you. I never called into that program before. But you know the pastor with the search engine name is the man behind the board, right? So I don't know that already. So you answer. So I asked the man, all polite and kind, sir, correct me if I'm wrong. Did you just say Kamala don't want to meet on crime? You know, she said it, I'm the video for you. I said, so wait, I don't want you to correct me if I'm wrong. You know, you play the video again, Kamala saying, people have moved a hold on. When I get back in power, I'll fix crime. So he allowed me to talk again for a few seconds. So I saying, sir, correct me if I'm wrong. That is what you're saying, Kamala don't want to meet? Yes. She also said it. I said, sir, Kamala had a team ready to reach with the Prime Minister, and the Prime Minister didn't want to meet with her. Yeah, I'm not talking about that. That was the past. I'm talking about yesterday, what she said. So what he's trying to insinuate was, because Kamala said, hold her strain, wait till she come in, she'll fix crime. She can't do nothing now. She can't fix crime now. She's not in charge. But I realized something with this station. Long as you're talking garbage, but it's making sense to PNM, is the best. Because the pastor hang up on me while the man talking to me. Because remember now, nobody in question when the man said, you have like 30-something followers, viewers. So nobody, the little bit of listeners, the PNM sycophants. But the right thing, people, I don't think is listen to that program so that I allow this man to talk that garbage and go. So the point of trying to bring in a pastor, let me call you pastor,
Professor.
Professor. These people that use the Mugabe station, because I remember the pastor coming as a pastor. I remember he saying no whole night, listening to God's song, he praying for the country, and he turned to a PNM. So I realized what's going on with his talk show hosts, like Daily Cry Baby. All of them coming in playing bias, balance, and then they switch to the PNM. And them is the best PNM ever when they switch. So let's somebody bring that to your attention.
But Mova Defender.
I hear you had some static this morning.
Yeah, Mova. Yeah, this morning, I listening to what Abu Bakr saying, Bakr saying, and I say the man making sense. So I say, let me call in and add to the sense. So I also call about 34 different times. I have it on my phone, before I get in. The phone ringing and he picking it up because he's seeing my name, So he finally pick it up. He said, Mr. Wall Street, you have to apologize to me because you put up something about me on social media saying that I say Trinidad is the best country in the world and you trying to disrespect me. And I said, but what that fella talking about? He said that, and I put up what he said, and I had to apologize to him. But let me say something.
Nah.
He hung up.
You see what I really Mugabe station?
Yes, but listen to this, Forward. I hope I get it wrong. It's forward, Tommy. Forward. I don't learn that. Forward. Go have a hard time with Bruce Wayne on controlling the if he controlling the board, he going to put pro PNM people in there.
Yeah, definitely.
He go put.
But I hope Fuad understand. I hope he understand. I hope he don't understand. I don't think he understand the dynamics of these PNM people. So, like for instance, I call our station this morning, and all I talk about is facts worship. What happened in the boat selling? The first responder in the murder in the drive. Oh, we ain't talking about that. Just now I'm going here, that's not a number. So Wall Street, one of the first responders on the murder in the drive, I spoke to him, right?
Yeah.
He told us the same mechanic garage the evening. So he explained how it happens. He said when he reached the scene, apparently the men run in the daycare when the shots on the fire. Right? And the daycare, the preschool. He said when they respond, blood in the school or in the school compound, pieces of flesh, shells. He said so much shells, only 5.56. He said the children bawling the life out. Listen this carefully about what you talk about today. They don't rush the rest of victims to the hospital already. Not knowing the 4-year-old child in the pack of children who were bawling got shot. So they just thinking the children was bawling because of the commotion. Not knowing the children bawling because the 4-year-old child got shot. So they had to get a next vehicle to rush the child to the hospital after the 4 went already. But what you know is the bigger picture about this? I can put my hand on a block. That gunman didn't ask them men or that 4-year-old child if they support the PNM or the UNC.
Correct. Correct.
Saying that to say, crime affects us all
of us,
except the PNM sycophants who don't want their party to look bad.
Correct.
So crime not going bad for them. The country not out of hand for them. Like I was see PSA hater following Skid Scotland all over town yesterday with a camera. I don't know if you see that.
No, I didn't see that.
But boy, she followed him all over town yesterday. She played reporter yesterday. She was the personal reporter yesterday. So you take a walk through town yesterday. There's more over you're supposed to walk through. So saying all that to say Wall Street, you know the bigger picture about that shooting yesterday? That woman business gonna close down.
Yeah.
An African woman, I'm sure. Because no parent in the right mind, and I don't blame them, will send back the child to that school.
Yep.
So our next business on the wayside.
Black business. Another black
business under this PNM government.
In an urban, yeah man. Another black business in an urban community, Tommy.
Sad.
Yeah, Tommy boy, it's sad. And,
very sad.
Yeah, and Tommy, and yes, so Tommy, so I call the program because I want to have and listener, you see 91.9 boy, the management and 91.9. Oh God, somebody just make something there. That's funny. Yeah, the management on 91.9, Tommy. You see, Tommy, I always say this, Tommy. You see how you deal with little things is how you're going to handle big things. You see them little things, 91.9 letting go by and not handling it. For example, having their people on a host, blocking people, right? Having hosts, screening people call, not taking people call, right? It go come back to bite them, you know. It go come back to bite them.
No, for a while, when you and I have had discussion about what happens in that environment, I said management has to take responsibility for everything that happens. Remember me saying that before?
Yeah, of course you said that.
Right.
What did I say? Did I agree with you?
I think you agreed with me, but you were also a little skeptical in the beginning when I kept saying that.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, you are 100. You were 100% correct, and you are 100% correct.
Yeah, because I mean, I have experience with business. I studied business. I have qualification in business, and I know management is responsible when it comes to business, and radio is broadcast business, and the program manager is who usually is responsible for what happens on a radio station.
Correct. But you know what's sad, Tommy? The sad part is this, you know, I could say this, and this is facts. For example, Tommy, nobody can come and fire me from this station.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Nobody can pick up tomorrow and say, you know, Wall Street, You gotta come off that program, you know. Right? And what these fellas have to realize, they are working on a radio station for someone. And if you put that person, company, into disrepute or in jeopardy, what do you think will happen?
Eventually, you wouldn't have a forum to work. But then again, we have to realize that, and we have to be cognizant of the fact that whoever is managing the environment or the station or the business that you're working at, they have to do an adequate job managing and making sure that their business is not being undermined. Because if I were to come here and undermine your station 95.9 every night or on an ongoing basis, it would work against, it would redound to your business going down. And you don't want that.
Mhm. But Tommy, maybe they want that, you know.
I don't see what benefits or profit there is in that.
Well, maybe they want, if it's a P&M program, maybe them only want the host and them to take P&M calls. Because there might be things that's happening that we don't know, Tommy, right? Behind closed doors. We don't know. And they actually want them to only or take 95% P&M calls. And every once in a while, you take a one call, but you don't get them long to talk. You get them 2 minutes and then make an excuse. Hey, sorry, I lost that one. I lost that phone call. You know what I mean? Let me take this. KFC.
Hi, good night, Mr. Walsh. Good night, Uncle Tommy, man.
What's happening, man?
Good night, sir.
When I run the bad vibes, man, I see every day TNT see them having black and told having black. I'm not playing that, man.
Hey, don't they have something a march tomorrow? They're supposed to wear black or dim flash your headlights or something? Did you hear about that?
Really, you're supposed to be wearing black. You're supposed to be like take candle walking the street with this kind of evil going on in this country right now. That the people watch. We do anything to get this evil, no? But Mr. Walsh shit. You see them talk shows on them at 91.9? Them pulling on about George Radio Station, you know?
Yeah, they are. They are.
And none of them doesn't bring no ads, nothing at all. You know, I used to be watching Aisha was in the radio station. Aisha was have red ads on the radio station. You know when Aisha was gone, all the ads gone? I'm majority and all the rest of people was working, they're gone right now, just crash. I watch him Bruce Wayne today. He only making P&M call. I be taking him, I be trying to call and he's senior calling and he not taking a call.
Not taking your call.
He take him mommy call about 5-6 times.
Yeah, he not taking your call. You know, I call about 30-something times this morning. I ain't gonna lie. But I have real patience. I have more patience than Port of Spain General Hospital. Right? And I call in. You understand? And I see the phone ringing, it ringing, and he ain't taking the call. He ain't taking the call.
No, you don't take the call, you take mommy come and up on them call. That's at the back and less evil wicked P&M. But I try to try a lot to make them P&M sick of fun and try to be little for what today, boy.
Yeah, boy. Yeah. I listen. You understand? But what he had to do, he had to remove Bruce Wayne from that board. Because Bruce Wayne going to put P&M people in there.
I find Fuad should do the program by himself. Because I am saying you will work on Tuesdays and Thursdays again.
Yeah. He can't put that fella on the, he can't put, he can't put no P&M person on that station on that board. Because there's only P&M callers coming through.
Yeah. Even wicked P&M who out there, you calling and disrespecting Fuad right through.
Right through.
And bowling right through. Why you come to the radio station? Them radio station is them own now. But the last thing, well, because of the lock up the recession call, are they not talking the PNM? They ain't taking your calls and then they're screaming your call and all kind of thing.
Yep.
But what shit up here, the place so bad, man, and wicked boy.
I
Look
don't
how
know.
long now go with you and that man, I'm going to sit to you to apologize to what?
You
You
want me
thought
to
you know all our
apologize?
feelings, yeah, get out. Ain't no company dance, I locked on, I waiting
Yeah,
for
man.
it to drop some bombshell there. Everybody
Yeah,
who
man.
locked on listening to G understand the crew.
Yeah, man.
Love and respect. What shit is you and say Tommy still PNM, man.
I gotta switch it around. I gotta put Tommy. Tommy, I gotta put
He,
you on.
just
Tommy,
put over me. I just want you to put independent.
oh, all right. I go put PNM independent. I go put independent next to
No,
the.
no, no, just put independent.
I go put independent next to the PNM
No, just independent.
because you say you had to choose, you know, Tommy. You had to choose, you know.
Yeah, well, whoever I choose, I do it independently.
Miss Atlanta, welcome. Hello.
Yes, I was with. Yes, good afternoon, good good evening.
Good
Or
evening.
listening to Tommy when you was speaking, I was listening. You know. Anyway, um, right. Wall Street.
Yeah.
You were speaking about the station, right?
Yeah. The Mugabe station.
And about the station with Bruce and all of those people.
Yeah.
And you were saying what you were speaking just now about them, about the
Mm.
station and something about the PNM and thing.
Mm.
Remember, you say you have that program, you are speaking for yourself there. So nobody can take you off, right? Because
Yeah.
that's your station
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah, correct.
Now, the station that everybody is on, that station 91, I think, I believe it is UNC based, like how we know you are, or I might like, I say UNC, not a UNC, PNM, that
PNM.
station.
PNM.
It's a PNM based station.
Correct.
That's why I understand. And the little person who might be thinking otherwise, like TC and they, who might be UNC inclined or another party inclined or just a independent thinker.
Yeah.
It's just by the way, but everybody there are predominantly PNM, or they are not, they are leaning on the side of PNM, right? So the owners are PNM. So remember that the PNM have to give, they will be glad, because I think, well, to me, I find I could speak broadly because I'm on your show. I think I with George and probably his people are PNM, right? Remember, people are allowed to be whatever they are. You know, we don't know if the station manager or the owner or whoever, they are PNM, and remember, they have a right to be what they want. They have a right to be, but I always realize that how so much things getting away on that station, you know, even if you don't, you're supposed, the station don't even come in and say anything. You know what I mean?
Yep.
To make people think like how, you know, they could bring in a little thinking, little educational shows or some kind of thing, the station itself. You know, but and everything to me, I always see it's leaned on the PNM. I always realize that, like Bruce and things. So when Fuad come and thing and they try, I find it's very bad. As you said, whoever the guest, whoever the host that is representing that station, they are represented. Like if Tommy is representing you and he has a program or he goes, you know, speaks and incite people or, you know, do things, it will reflect on your station. You understand?
Them don't really care. Them don't care about that.
They,
Them don't care about
right, but remember, as Tommy said, you have to represent it. If you are a host, you have to represent the station. That's why I said it's okay with the station.
Yeah, it's okay.
That's
They don't care about that.
They shouldn't be cutting. They don't give you a chance and other people a chance to speak and all kind of cutting off. It shouldn't be done. And I find, as Tommy said, management should have come in and say, well, no. Everybody's allowed, you know. They're part of management. Even if they want to get on, so they should have order by order of the management. They can't. You understand?
Yeah. All right.
I just don't like how they treat.
Nah, don't worry yourself, man. Don't worry yourself. Everything good.
All right. How
Yeah.
good.
All right. Caller. Caller. Caller, welcome.
Good night, Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street.
Good
Good
night. Good night, sir.
I was listening to most of these programs in Trinidad,
Mhm.
and now and then I give a contribution. But this morning's show was the pinnacle. I always have a fair idea that I know what is the status quo on this 91.9 with these programs. Right? Majority of them have a PNM agenda, right?
Right.
And Bruce is one of them, right? Bruce have to say the things that his accomplice and them want to hear. He cannot go against the status quo. And this is so sad for men who in jobs have to like to sing for the supper.
Correct.
I realized, and today was today summers it all, you know. I always have a fair idea. I know basically the more the lady who was being co-host with them, I know the affiliation, right? I know what the other one was this pastor. I know what you are trying to achieve. And the list go on and on and on and on. They have to toe that line,
They
right?
have, yeah. They
And I
have to.
realized that one call, I think was last week, and disrespect Mr. Barker sitting, but you want to put guns in people's hands and all kind of thing like that. And Bruce never object to the statements because he's a regular caller, right? Yesterday, this morning and all, calling him an imps, and Bruce had nothing to say.
Nothing to say.
No caution and nothing. You know when Mr. Ford say prayer without work is dead. You know, he said, "Why you embarrassing the woman?" And what the man is quoting from the Bible, right?
Yep.
You could call from us prayers you want, but prayer without work is dead, right?
Correct.
And if the kinds of things that the PNM is doing, or we could call for prayer for that. That is against any ethical and value, right? So all the man was making a statement, but have a lot of valid point. I don't see no disrespect. He pick up that, you know. You know why? Because you want to go, yes, boy, Bruce, you're getting on these days, boy, you know, defending the propaganda and the PNM rhetoric. And it's so sad. And that, Mr. Iowa, if it continues like that, that station will go down because we seen. I get banned from that station, and that's a you can't go against this station. You when you call in there, you have to if you into any line, they use you as you go against the PNM, they label you.
Boy, they ban
They
you.
put a label to you. As long as you use that UNC and use it. And this is so sad. This is what kind of journalist is this? Where's this? Man, you're supposed to call on a radio station and give your opinion. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion.
Correct.
You don't have to pick a side. I love to understand.
Yo, caller, wait a minute. What's your name and where you calling from? What's your name?
I'm from my name is they call me Burke. I'm from Carnage.
What they call you?
Burke, Mr. Burke.
Oh, Burke. Okay, Burke. Thank you
Yeah.
so much, man. Keep
Yeah,
tuning
I'm
in.
from
All right.
Carnage, Scorpion.
Yeah, man.
Thank you, Mr. Burke, and tell your friends.
Yeah, man. Bless all the
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
You know, but he made some good points there.
Yeah, because he
Because-
finally
Mhm.
realized, because Tommy, it's not today I call it 91.9, you know. I call it 91.9 since I used to work at the New York Stock Exchange. I retired from New York Stock Exchange in 2012, you know.
I was down in Trinidad.
Yeah.
But I remember I had moved back for a brief moment there.
Right.
And I used to hear you calling all the time.
All the time. People want to know if I used to work. Just to do the same thing now. Like if I just teach, but I know time management. You know.
Yeah.
Let me take this call. Hold on,
Mhm.
Tommy. Mr. Intellectual, welcome.
Good night, everyone in the village, Co, Uncle T, and everybody that tune in. I took the opportunity to try to listen to a couple of the people that you all spoke about who you interact on that particular radio station.
Yeah.
And it was rather difficult for me to really listen.
Why is that?
To
Why?
well, I I don't see any how to say it, anything beneficial.
Value, any value, brain food.
Yeah, it has very little value in wasting time to listen to that kind of rhetoric that they spew on that particular station. Um, there was one guy, well, two guys in fact, on the evening or during the late afternoon period, around 5ish, I think so. I still couldn't listen to them to really pay attention to what they were saying because it was a normal thing like a banter between we and them kind of thing. You know what? Somehow or the other they had a little more balance compared to the other people.
Right.
The gentleman who just spoke there, he had a sterling contribution on that particular program that they had.
Yeah,
Something that I want to share with us that listening to me is an art. In fact, almost everything that we do is an art.
right.
And the more the more you stick at it, the better you get at it.
Correct.
But it it was really, really difficult for me to say to pay attention to listen to some of the comments that was being spewed on the station. You know, if we desire a better country, um, and we don't think critical about some of the things that we uphold, we won't get anywhere. Like I wa- I heard, um, I mean, a piece of talk on the radio station that had me thinking, where somebody was indicating what the prime minister said that he did with the former prime minister,
Yeah.
you know,
Hmm.
and what he did, they regretted it. And it seems as though I have finally figured out why it is the country has reached the depth of darkness that we are in.
Hmm. Hmm.
Because when leaders dabble in necromancy and
Yep.
evil things, right?
Yep.
It's because they sell the nation for power,
Hmm.
right? And most of the times when you're paying blood, the majority of times these things are paid in blood.
Hmm.
And when you take life, right, to sustain that power, you need to continue to take lives.
Hmm.
And that is why our country is washed in blood.
Wow.
We may not accept that ideology, but I have looked at most of the people who had rulership and delved into the occult world, and you notice is the same characteristics of the leaders and the same scenarios that take place in those countries. Just pay attention. If we don't look at it critically and understand why we are in the condition that we are in at present, we wouldn't look to get out of it. The honest way that we can get out of it is to break the curses that we have around us. Those curses and them cannot happen just like that. The people must understand and refuse to accept what has been placed around their necks.
Mhm.
That is a dangerous thing that we have to deal with, and the enemy would not let go unless something comes in its way to stop him in his tracks.
And
I
you,
know that kind of high science kind
no,
of
no,
thing that,
I know what you're saying.
involving
One of the
the
ways,
conversation.
Mr. Intellectual, is that, you know, when time comes the next general election, we have to try and get rid of the curse. You know what I'm saying? That could be a start to get rid of the curse.
Yeah, but you see, even getting rid of the curse, it have consequences that comes with it, you know.
No, I understand that.
You understand? It have consequences that comes with it, and the question is are the people ready for those consequences that comes with breaking the curse?
Yeah, but Mr. Intellectual, boy, anything but this, boy. Anything, boy. It's sad to say this, but we never had a curse like this over the country in all the years, boy. Never. This going down to babies and kids, you know.
Yeah, but you see, the bigger the cell, right?
Mm,
The more the blood,
okay.
you know.
Mm, yeah. All right, man.
If it was just a minor thing,
Mm,
if it was just a minor thing, we might not feel the effects of it.
mm.
But it's not a minor thing. Remember, is removing an authority, you know.
I know.
David said when he cut the skirt of Saul, he cried out and he apologized to him, you know, and he begged God for forgiveness, you know. He ended up saying, touch not the Lord's anointed and do his prophets no harm. Right? When God set up authorities and we interfere with them, illegally interfere with them, we put ourselves and our country in dire straits.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
We put our country in dire straits.
Thank you.
And the sooner the population understands that,
Mm.
the sooner they will recognize that is not a natural thing that they are dealing with, but it's a supernatural or a spiritual thing that they're dealing with.
Thank you, man.
No,
Just one more thing. I was just teasing some other people on the chat. I just want them to hear. This is just one of the reasons why I would ask questions so that it would trigger them into thinking
Right.
and see if they understand the reasons why they are saying the things that they are saying or asking for the things that they are asking for, so that they would have a clearer understanding of why they are in the position that they are in and why they are calling for what they are calling for. God bless you,
Thank you, man. Thank you. So was
thank you. You know, but Anselm,
Yo.
the listening skill is so important that you have to be hearing what is even not being said.
I know. I agree with you.
Let me tell you something.
Uh,
You have to clearly define where you are in order to determine where you need to be, you know.
yeah.
And I'm not sure if those in the or most in the broadcast business in Trinidad and Tobago have the ability to define exactly where they are. Now, I always say I'm independent in my thinking because I know what I want and I'd like to see. And I haven't seen it yet in any of the dispensations that I have experienced in Trinidad thus far. But people in Trinidad and Tobago may be different, but in Trinidad especially, they're in a quagmire. where what they support isn't really based on good logic and sensible thinking. It's like it's fashionable to do so and support red or yellow, as opposed to looking for a good alternative that would address the issues that are important to nation building. I'm saying that to say that both of them get away with quote unquote murder.
Yeah, but Tommy, there's only two choices, you know. There's red or yellow, and you have to pick a side.
This I know.
We could say what we want. We could talk. We could make noise. You could say whatever you want. It's red or yellow, and you have to pick a side, right?
And that's why red keep dominating.
You could do gymnastics if you want. People could do gymnastics, but I decided not to do gymnastics. I pick a side in 2015 and 2020, and I dropped that side. I don't want nothing to do with that side. You understand?
In 220, I did nothing. 215, I made an effort.
So if I drop that side, there's only one other side left. I mean, sometimes I don't like to read, write, and spell for people, you know. There's two choices in Trinidad. Red, yellow. I drop red. I want nothing to do with red. And you have to pick a side.
Yeah.
Well, you have to pick a side. It's simple, you know. People can say what they want about third force and all kind of thing like that. Anybody wants to run the government of Trinidad and Tobago, and we're going to go for the break.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You have to pick a side. Red or yellow. Right? There are many PNM people that I know silently don't want red no more.
No.
But they can't come out and say it.
Right, because they're afraid of getting the backlash of
victimization. Let me call it victimization. Brooklyn, call back after the break. We're going for the break. Folks, we'll be right back. Stick on.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE LP 95.9 FM. The most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey. The most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
and white where the blight and see but the plight that befall the man of this land. What's going on here? I would like to know why the whole world is in a turmoil. So it look as if we fire God from the job and give you walk to the earth. Man, the devil have a hand in running the land. The devil have a hand in running the land. If you don't have the devil, I can understand. The devil have a hand in running the land. The devil have a hand in running the land. The devil have a hand in running the land. If you don't have the devil, I can understand. Like if Satan in control of running the land. Hey man, oh man. Only wars and rumors of wars. Incurable disease go from sea to seas and they happen without a cause. Strange phenomena now happen everywhere. The callousness of this world have the world in fear. Politics and weaponry have taken its toll. They have the whole world out of control. Man, the devil have a hand in running the land. The devil have a hand in running the land. If you don't happen here, well I can understand like it. Oh yes man. Running the land. The devil have a hand in running the land. The king of the devil I can understand like if Satan in control of running the land. Oh man.
We are back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget Sheddy Live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook and X. Subscribe, WZYE TV and YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also at 973-609-6509, 973-609-6509. Text and voice notes are welcome. Remember, these are WhatsApp numbers, so there are no charges for the long distance call.
Thank you. Brooklyn, welcome.
Good night to you, Washington. Good night, Uncle Tommy.
Good night to you, sir.
And to the listeners and viewers. Washington, I'm not a church man, no. But I know somewhere in the Bible tell you that God cast the devil onto the earth to deceive the people. You understand? So when that man said that song, the devil have a hand to deceive the land. That's trippiness, you know. God gave the devil the earth to run the route to build the kingdom. The Bible tell you that. You understand? But anyway, I just was talking about this song I hear playing them. I think I play my example on that because the devil have a hand. The devil have the whole thing. God gave the devil the earth. No hand. Okay? I know no church man and nobody. Stick my little chuck in it. I know God. What your name is? Gordon Joseph listening. Might be laughing, but he say, what? Brooklyn is really bugged by. Not me, no. I ain't believe nothing in it. Anyway. What shit?
Yeah.
Today on 91.9, Pastor Google say busing a mark. He have a mark the bus on the UNC. Infighting in the UNC. When they hear the mark the man bus, it's some phone call with two members of the UNC talking about some corporation work they want to give somebody. Some small thing now, but if I'm not mistaken, I hear something happen with some big PNM person resigning or something. So he try to carry the people away from that topic to talk about he know it are infighting in the UNC about some corporation thing. I want to tell him, because I know you're listening. Pastor Google, I know you're listening. Good night. I know right now in the Port of Spain Corporation, in the PNM heart zone, this person I talking about, whole family, mother, sister, the other day I post something on Facebook and she says, is a police. And she come to tell me about the PNM and the PNM and why I fight the PNM. I don't like the PNM. The whole family is PNM. And right now, and for the last 3 years this going on, and I talking no talk I ain't sure about. The corporation book signing, she don't go to work. Right now, she's in New York, actually in your town, Wall Street in New Jersey, working off the book. And every day she getting paid off the corporation. That is what you have to investigate, Pastor Google. And don't come and bring no phone call that people on the radio don't know if it's shoot or lie. You understand? This is what you have to investigate in the Port of Spain Corporation. People signing the book, and when they sign it, the foreman or whoever in charge signing it for them because they were them. This is facts, this is truth, and this is no lie. Okay, Pastor Google? So when you want to come and talk about the UNC people trying to, the person on the phone call was trying to get work for somebody, the corporation, but an important corporation is supposed to work in over 3 years and don't go to work, don't do nothing. PNM since she born, and right now she in New Jersey, and she probably staying close to Wall Street, but she over there working in the US for 6 months, and she getting paid every day in Port of Spain Corporation. Pastor Google. So don't come with no bogus story about you and Mark Tobus about the UNC, right?
Yeah, man.
We know the right thing, but we know the truth. Yeah, we know the truth, and this is facts. Yeah, and I want to call name, but if
don't call no name, don't call no name,
don't call no name,
don't call no name.
Right?
Yeah, man.
Have a good
Bless. Yeah.
Good night, Brooklyn.
Reporter, welcome.
Yeah, good night, Mr. Wall Street and Brother Tommy. Good night to you all.
You're inside.
Same to you, reporter.
You're inside.
Yeah, man. I want to respond to Brother Tommy, I think, about the different color with the two jerseys. You see, Brother Wall Street, Trinidad and Tobago, you see you all outside right now. I don't know how much it is getting the information off the ground itself here, but I feel when you hear people like KFC and you hear people like myself, there's a call is becoming straight from the ground. And I'll tell you something, right now they're trying to bring a narrative and talk show down here. You understand? Like if the opposition have an uphill battle with the performance of this present administration. You see, this is history being created in the country here of one of the worst representation ever come from any government. So the society is already set. You see, we is 10 months away from a general election, exactly. After this month finish here is 10 months, and every month is a countdown. So the society right now is the opposition have 19 seats. They don't have no red and no yellow in that right now. You understand? It's the majority take office, and we have an opposition here with 19 seats in this country. This is where Dr. Rowley bring the country. What could happen? What could happen according to the strength of Makeda campaign, and if she have the 41 seat in the 41 constituency, she could end up getting to be the opposition in this country because the job that being done to this country by Dr. Rowley and Mr. Inbrit and them, this country is properly well upset with the PNM, This place is properly, it's a people who suffering and are set asylum that they're not saying, they're just waiting, they wish tomorrow is election. And I tell them about people who is diehard PNM.
Reporter,
those few people who just,
Reporter, I want to push back on you a little bit. Michaela Pandey has 2 chances, slim and none. And here's why.
Let me tell you, I put you in a position to capture the PNM seats and them.
No,
affect the opposition.
Reporter, we have to be realistic. Reporter, we have to be realistic. There are certain constituencies that will vote for the PNM and certain constituencies that will vote for the UNC. Right? The only way Michaela Pandey gonna have anything to do, she have to align herself with the UNC. If she not align herself with the UNC,
that's a solution. Yeah, that's the only solution. I want to say this. Now, let's say God forbid, and this woman get at least 4 to 5 seats in the East corridor if the people went mad and do that. You feel she's going to join it? You feel she will join with Kamala Prasad, this set of former government? She's going to make sure Inbrit and PNM stay there.
No, reporter, you're being very generous, man. 4 to 5 seats? Where she getting them 4 to 5 seats from?
She can.
I don't know. That 19 seat that this opposition in this country holding it is going to gallop, and it's not no 6-seat margin by the PNM winning and having 6 seats. It's just about 3 seats and 4 seats, and the PNM will lose the election. So this is what, and you know what I find strange down here, Wall Street?
Yeah.
I find it's the first time, I over 60, it's the first time I see a government on the doorstep of a general election after performing so badly and had so much a cry on them. They are not bringing nothing to the table to change the narrative of the people. What is that?
Nothing, because they don't have to. They don't have to.
You feel so?
Yeah. Come on, man. When look time CPEP get $43.6 million. Election gimmick. They're sharing trinkets after trinket, $43.6 million, you know. They take it from here. They take it from recreation facilities. They take it from municipal police. They're taking it from all over the place in order for them to continue with the election gimmick of CPEP.
No.
We also have to be mindful of the fact that the votes can be split. You know.
Tommy, go ahead. Hold on a minute. Go ahead, Tommy.
Reporter, we have to be mindful of the fact that the votes can be split and the PNM can sneak in.
Right now, the only thing the PNM could do is try to sneak the documents and make sure it's in a good position for when government change. Government will change here. There's nothing Dr. Rowley and them could do in this country. Don't care what people saying and trying on the media house try to stifle. It's waste of time. People don't know the suffering in this country that under Dr. Rowley policies. It's the policies of Dr. Rowley that bring us this. And I want to say this. Now, the opposition bring forward part 1 in her manifesto. You believe people like they're afraid to talk about it and it have a set of goodies in it, but I want them who are frightened to talk about it and don't want to keep it in news and things. That is what we're going to be living with, because keeping Mr. Inbert and Mr. Rowley and Mr. Hines and them in the same position, and don't let these brothers get a taste of opposition, because they forget they were in opposition for 5 years. You know? They have a power struggle in their head, a kind of power thing in their head. And you see what's going on with them. They can't use no race card. They can't pull the race card there because the heavy, strong voices coming out of the ghetto right now is people who look like them. So they can't use the race card down here right now again. If you Tobago alone making that decision to get rid of the PNM once and for all, we want this country to breathe fresh air. And Dr. Rowley and Mr. Inbert is going to take the knee off of the citizens' neck. Good night, Brother Wall
Yeah,
Street
man.
and Brother Tommy.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, and good night to you.
I mean, you know, under Prime Minister Rowley, it's people who dead and alive suffering. You know, it are dead people suffering too in Trinidad and Tobago. No, I'm serious. Do you all know there's dead people in Trinidad suffering? All right. Listen
if it's possible.
I mean, possible, I'm telling you. Listen to this. All you think is joke. Under Prime Minister Rowley, dead people suffering, Tommy. You don't believe dead people could suffer? Listen to this. Listen to this.
An opinion by Elizabeth Gonzalez, Tobago correspondent. Backlog of bodies awaiting autopsies in Tobago. There is a backlog of forensics cases.
Backlog of bodies, Tommy. They're dead, but they're suffering.
They had no soul.
Tommy, you laughing. This is serious.
Yes, there's no soul in those carcasses. So
you saying they can't suffer even though they're dead?
Exactly.
Tommy, come on, man. Let me
listen. An opinion by Elizabeth.
Yeah.
The day that soul fly out of that house, they call the body.
Tommy.
It's a different kettle of fish.
KFC, welcome.
The name is not one shit.
Yeah. Go ahead,
you know
KFC.
You know what I tried to do today?
What?
Today I went by my office today now.
Yeah.
They literally said I was collecting disability and I was working for 4 years now.
Right.
So when I go by the office, they bring up my file and things. So you want me to have paper for me? And the paper said that I collect 268,000.
Oh God!
So why thinking it? I see me not understand that. Me not understand that.
268,000.
268,000. The salary in the government.
Where was working? Ministry of Finance.
I was working. Goes down now. You are but I was. But like I was in hospital. My name was on that goes.
Right.
But when I stated when I was working for 200, I went finance without today.
Right.
And when I say taking it, me make no contribution for them years and taking it. So I went by my criminal lawyer. And I show me documents and everything in there. And he get a my call. So right now he take it. He take a big care man.
Right.
Cause and he tell me yeah inside that door. I said no, me make sure I sign it. I said me sign it to me not understand. Thinking it. But you want force me by Wall Street by. I said, man, me not signing nothing, you know. You don't know what you're talking about, you know.
Yeah, it's a good
So I
thing.
look at it,
It's a good.
yeah.
They think you're dotish, you know. Think you're foolish, you know. You know.
I on the streets.
If that was
I
a
don't know
P&M, they
brother
signed
singing
that
it.
long time, you know. If that was a P&M, they signed that, you know.
Yeah, but yeah. So I like the woman and the boy and thing, and then she got the boy and she talked to me, so I show she thinking it. Yeah, she have never see you know all that contribution that them over calculate as you thinking it.
200 and something
So I
thousand.
look at but if I decide that don't nail me.
Nail you to the
I'm promise
cross,
of
boy.
all my grandson thinking this. So how I paying that?
KFC, we would have gone on Bali's house and we would have seen you trying to get off the Bali's house, boy. They would have nailed you on Bali's house.
Yeah, they would
have nailed you to the Bali's cross, boy.
Right.
But I fight them.
Fight them, man.
The wicked.
The wicked and evil. Fight them, KFC. Fight them.
I'm like, come on, he's an Englishman. He's the best lawyer to her. So me thinking him now. Me seeing that. Me seeing all that on your contribution. You're thinking you see statement what I said I worked for 4 years while I was collecting the money.
Now, but fight them, man.
About two. Yeah, I fight them. The two wicked. I think I set up people and the victimization thing. I don't know who my mother. And who's done thinking like KFC and thinking about US custom and boiling fire, burn the piano and all that kind of thing. But I wait till that then. Before I do it, I look for listening.
Yeah, man, bless. Tommy, let me go back, eh?
Yes, sir.
Let me go back, Tommy. Tommy, listen.
An opinion by Elizabeth Gonzalez, Tobago correspondent. Backlog of bodies awaiting autopsies in Tobago. There is a backlog of forensics cases in Tobago, with autopsies pending on 7 bodies, including Sarah Smith and her 2 children, Genuine and Phoenix, who were found at the bottom of a decommissioned Wassa tank in Parlatouvier on September 11th. Autopsies are yet to be done on Nicholas Mitchell and Brandon Edwards, who were killed by unknown gunmen in Argyle over the weekend, and on Razine Kwashi and Hakeem Anderson, both of Golden Lane, who died in a police-involved shooting on September 16th. A source said this is the highest number of autopsies pending in Tobago since 14 bodies were discovered on a boat that drifted to Tobago from Mauritania in 2021. Reports are that forensic doctors, caught in disputes and refusing to travel to Tobago, have left autopsies on hold. There is no resident forensic pathologist in Tobago, so forensic pathologists from Trinidad operate on a weekly rotation. There are 2 main types of autopsies, forensic and clinical. Forensic autopsies are done in case of suspicious, violent, or unknown cause of death, while clinical autopsies are performed by a clinical pathologist. National Security Minister Fitzgerald Hines said he was unaware of issues with forensic pathologists and delays in autopsies, but said he would investigate before commenting further on the matter. Your intervention is the first time I'm hearing any matter of that nature, and therefore I would want to make an inquiry to find out what you were speaking about, he said. When acting director at the Forensic Science Center Derek Sanker was contacted about the situation, he said he doesn't speak to the media and redirected all questions to the center's office. Since there is no resident forensic pathologist in Tobago, investigators usually have to wait approximately 1 week or up to a month before one arrives to conduct the autopsy. In 2017, after more than a month of delays, autopsies were done on Sylvester Marshall and Anita Jeffrey, both from Trinidad, who died in separate incidents. Now retired pathologist Dr. Eslyn Donald Burris did the autopsies after being paid and resolving contract issues. Jeffrey, 37, collapsed and died after attending a religious event in Mason Hall. Her family complained of the emotional stress of waiting 31 days for the autopsy. By the time it was done, her body had decayed significantly from being refrigerated for so long. The autopsy showed she died from pulmonary edema and congestion, pending toxicology results. Her family decided not to transfer her home for burial and instead laid her to rest in Tobago. Marshall's body was found partially decomposed in Parle-Tavir. By the time his autopsy was done, he was so unrecognizable that his family considered doing a DNA test to confirm his identity. The autopsy revealed he died of natural causes. Due to the condition of his body, the family decided to bury him in Tobago instead of returning his remains to Trinidad as planned.
You see, Tommy?
Yep.
It's both dead and alive.
Yep.
Both dead and alive.
Yep.
And you know, make it worse? The Minister of National Security unaware. There's no residential pathologist in Tobago. You think that's just yesterday? You think that's just yesterday?
No.
Tommy, you lose a loved one. And you lose the loved one. And it's worse, now you're suffering from the loss. And then you're suffering from can't get an autopsy. As simple thing as an autopsy.
Well, it doesn't seem as though it's that simple.
Not under this government. And the Minister of National Security unaware. You know, Tommy, by the way, there was an article in the newspapers that Laurel Lizama leasing attorneys wanted Dr. Rowley to hold his hand on having her resign as a senator because you know she resigned, right?
Yes, yes.
Wanted them to hold his hand before she resigned as a senator. Well, you know she resigned and you put Ansel, what's Ansel's last name again? The one in Tobago.
Dennis.
Ansel Dennis. He replaced her with Ansel Dennis. Now, I don't wish bad on anybody with respect to putting food on the table. I don't wish that. Caller, hold on. Hello? Yeah, go ahead, caller.
Yeah, man. I gotta bring up Tobago.
Yeah.
And the Minister of National Security saying he's unaware.
He's unaware, yeah.
Well, shit. You ever hear about Dr. Rowley Peacock in Tobago?
Yeah, I hear about that.
You remember, you ever hear the story that when this man Peacock was missing, he bring the whole of the army, the navy, the police to look for this Peacock. And when the Peacock was found dead, he did an investigate. The police was to do an investigation for this Peacock in Tobago. They was blaming Skippy. What shit? You tell me so. Uncle Tommy, don't laugh at this serious thing. The man Peacock, their bombs on in Tobago, Uncle Tommy.
Yeah.
And do an investigation, you know. Oh, God. See, Uncle Tommy, Google that. I went to Google Dr. Rowley Peacock. You tell me something mentally wrong with this man, boy, this PNM government, boy. This RPNM, boy. A peacock, you know. And the I got.
Tell me you hear what the peacock.
Yeah.
Oh God. Tell me. Oh God. Tell me.
I can't.
Tommy, I'm telling you, dead or alive, suffering under Prime Minister Rowley. The body's unrecognizable, Tommy. Oh God, Father, please put a hand. Anyway, let me get to the chat. Hannah first inside.
Yeah.
Says, good evening, Pro and Uncle T, and all villagers. I hope you all had a terrific Thursday filled with all accomplishments you set out today. Yeah. And look your partner, boy, Tommy. Tommy, read what your partner said.
Good evening, Wall Street and Tommy.
Yeah. But you ain't saying who your partner is.
Oh, Mean Jane.
Yeah. That's your partner.
Yeah, yeah, that's my brethren.
Hey, you know, Mean June used to try and lift weights one time. You know that?
Well, you could look at him and see he has a little buff.
No. That was about 25 years ago. That's when he was young.
All right, you would know.
Yeah, you need to change that picture though. You fooling people. He trying to fool. Your partner trying to fool people, thinking that a quarter of a century ago, when he used to try and lift some weights, you know, in Tobago, you understand? All of a sudden, people think he's this. Anyway, let me start any man business, before I
Right.
get in trouble.
Try to be impeccable with your words.
Yeah, I'll be impeccable in my words. Pamela, where you join us from? Yeah, Pamela, Piano must go now.
Pamela Gilead. I wonder if
Killing
that's.
Pamela was here before?
I don't remember her, but the last name Gilead, I know. I know some Gileads because they were related to my late wife.
What part of them from the country too?
Well, the Gileads I knew they lived in Trin City.
Them in live in middle class area. Trin City is middle class, right?
I don't know if it's the same connect.
Trin City, that's where Trin City Mall was, right? Right now,
Yeah,
what
yeah.
Trin Mall is?
It still is.
Yeah. That middle class area. Walton Walker, boy. I think Walton from Tobago. I think Walton is at Tobago now. Hanif says, what do you think about the registration of the Senator Uncle T? Would that change the fortunes of the government? The resignation? Nah, man.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't change
Nah,
anything.
oh, God, look, Pam Gray come, boy. Pam Gray, where join us from? Time to remove this PNM, yes? Oh, God. Pam and Pamela, boy, they must be related. You tell me?
You never
Pam
know.
and Pamela. You don't
You
think they're
never know.
related?
But at the same time, a lot of people are gonna be expressing their opinions.
Oh, okay.
And they're right. And in this forum, nobody would get upset with you for anything, whether you disagree or you agree. This is not a forum where there's any discrimination.
COP, welcome. COP, you're inside.
Good night to you, Wall Street. Good night to you, Uncle Tony.
Good night.
Good night, Kunji.
Good night to you, listeners and them. Uncle Tony.
Yes, sir.
In life, biasness doesn't really matter. Biasness is just raise problems in human body. The vexness you have with the People's Partnership, time to let that go. Time to let that go. You know, sometimes when you jump on a raft and the raft leave the shore, you jump off the raft and you leave the raft let go. Sometimes you need to leave that partnership worries. Let's leave it, let go. I want to leave that there right there alone. But Wall Street, what I admire about the opposition leader, she asking her supporters and the politician and them to leave Miss Lizara alone.
Yeah.
And I give you 100% for that.
One full 100. I agree with you.
She could have lash out and she politically.
Yeah.
As what Lizama did her. Because if you go back on all them platform and them, the kind of things that senator that resigned said about Kamala and platform based for political support, it wasn't really nice. It was distasteful. But when you, after saying all those bad things about the honorable opposition leader, and you in the hot water now, you know the opposition leader asking his supporters, leave the family members them alone, let the family heal. I think you should learn, Senator, past Senator. I think you should learn from that. And while you're not a senator, apologize. Apologize to the lady, the past prime minister, that raised minimum wage, raised disability grant, and raised all what this country had to offer to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. You should have, because the administration that you love and put you in senator take away 90% of what the opposition give the people and them. But it was so good to see the opposition leader say, well, leave the person alone, leave she, let she grow, let she family heal. Why them never think so about the UNC? Think about the kind of things that Dr. Rowley speak about the opposition leader. You know when Dr. Rowley become prime minister, you know what he say? He say his dad was to spend $2 million for a vehicle, a new brand Mercedes Benz, because like it had some kind of substance in PM1, trying to shame the opposition leader. How nasty of a prime minister will say those things? What type of prime minister will speak so about a female, especially past prime minister? The only prime minister who do them thing is Dr. Rowley. Only prime minister, deceitful, ungrateful, conniving, and we must think, the way we must think about him is unforgiving. Dr. Rowley, you need to call a general election. Everything you say, everything you promise the people of Trinidad and Tobago, you fail miserably. Look what happened in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago with crime. Look at what happened. You know, all them PNM ministers and them keep a blind eye on just back and leaving the youths and them to kill out each other. Dr. Rowley is the head of National Security Council, you know? And all the great gangs in Trinidad and Tobago grow, and become successful, and is a $4 billion industry, whilst Dr. Rowley is the head of National Security Council. What is the meaning of the head of National Security Council? All security ministry under him. All, even Caribbean too, under him. And he failed miserably. He failed miserably. Look right in front of a primary school, a kindergarten. Gunmen will go and shoot up, they kill people. And Dr. Rowley and his family, them eat comfortable. Dr. Rowley and his wife and his children, them eat comfortable with all the resources what this country have to offer. His wife and his children, them benefiting from everything, his whole family. Why is the citizen of this country have to face pain, pressure, problem, and most of us in poverty now? And we must classify this man as a hero. A hero. The citizens of this country must classify him as a hero. What Dr. Rowley and his family benefited in 9 years from this country, the citizens of this country benefited a percent, not 1% of what he benefited, and his ministers and them. And we agree with that as citizens of this country. We must say he's doing a good job. Wall Street, it hurts so much this morning to see Bruce Wayne cut you off and tell you, you fact check me and you had to apologize. You had to apologize to me. What you had to apologize to that little boy for? What you have to apologize for fact checking him? How much time he fact checked the UNC? How much time he disrespect the opposition leader on radio? How rude and disrespectful is that?
But COP, the management of 91.9 is fully responsible. Tommy have said that.
That is what I mentioned
many times.
Fully responsible.
Fully responsible. Yeah? And as explainers say, they just can't go on that way. They can't. They cannot go on that way.
You see what they're doing? They're hurting the radio station. That is what they're doing. They're hurting the radio station because you continue with that nonsense. People won't really listen. Let me say in the past next 10 years, all them senior citizens and them that calling them program and them passed away. Who else will call? Who else will call? Make way for the future of this country. Make way for the young people and them to call. Don't disrespect the young people and them and allow PNM callers them alone. And then after he watching the number there with the supporters for Baka and he taking the people them call.
Yep.
Rude. Yep. He worse than Dr. Keith Rowley and the PNM.
Thank you.
Worse than Dr. Keith Rowley and the PNM.
Yeah, man.
Bias little young fella. What's it, Uncle Tony? Uncle Tony,
yes.
Jump off that float and let that float go away. It's time.
I've already done so, my good friend.
Okay, but I don't want to be harsh here because that piano in the back there, what a piano. Thank you.
Okay, I'll make sure you get one.
Let me jump off that boat there, boy. Anyway, Hanif had a question for Pam Gray. Why do you think the PNM should go? Pam Gray said, imagine TT Custom charged me 800 TT to bring a barrel, and I black like Rowley.
1800, not 8.
1800. That's 800?
Yeah.
1800. Sorry about that. 1800.
What she
Yeah.
had in that? What she had in that thing? Gold?
I don't know what she had in that, you know. Pam, what you had in that barrel, so? You must have some Balize flags and Balize ties and Balize all kind of thing. That's why they charge you 1800. Volsang says welcome. Volsang, welcome. HD, permit me to answer for HD. To ask that question, evidently you have not been paying attention to the last 66 years. Okay. Pam Gray says, Wall Street, small one like you running so much, you go disappear. Pam, how you know I small? Tommy? Pam know I small? Pam was in a New Year then? Tommy?
Huh?
Pam, I don't know. Pam say I small. Oh, wait now. That look like Miss
Pam live in Jersey.
Pam living in Jersey?
How to be?
Pam Gray?
I know a Gray here, but I don't know Pam. I know some other Grays.
Pam, where you joining us from? Where you joining us from, Pam? That person look like a Miss Atlanta.
Let me see if I could make a face.
Yeah, that look like a Miss Atlanta picture. You know? Let me see Miss Atlanta picture. Miss Atlanta have a name Pam. Miss Atlanta name is not Pam. Let me see something. Trying to see a picture here. Okay, let me see. No. Yeah, that picture look like Miss Atlanta, man. It looks so. I ain't sure. Who's Pam? Where you joining us from? Bro, you feel another world record if PNM will give you an award. Oh God. Tommy, you feel last time it's another world record I'll get award?
You get from UNC.
Tommy. That will be 21. Yeah, Hanif. Hey, look, we good friend come, Patty. Patty, good night to you.
Good night, Patty, my
Good night,
dear.
Patty. MD, how you want to fix crime but keep Mr. Lee in Parliament? You making sense? Oh God. Patricia, welcome. Welcome to you, Patricia. She says pleasant evening to Professor Walshill and Uncle Tommy and everyone located. Joan, welcome. Good night to you. Mover Defender says, so Patricia, if you move Mr. Lee, crime will stop. You get PNM education too. All right. This is MD, Mover Defender. If you're serious about crime, start with your house. I understand. Pam says, Dr. Keith Rowley, you thief my money. Patricia says you can't be half pregnant.
True.
Eugene wants to know, Wall Street, why do you continue to call that station? You know, let me answer Eugene, or you want to answer him for me, Tommy? I think
no, you answer him. You answer him.
I answer him? You sure? Because I'm your partner, you know. I don't like to answer your partner because, you know.
No. It's you the question directed to, so you answer.
Question directed to me. Let me say to Mean Gene, Mean Gene, Julian. You see, when you let people control what you do, right? That's a big problem. So they can do what they want. They can hang up. They could not take my call. At the end of the day, Tommy, it is up to me to make that decision. I'm not letting them make the decision for me because they don't want me to call. They don't want me to call. As you know, Tommy, they had blocked my phone.
Right.
They blocked me from calling the station. So I continue to call. And what they say to me? One day Congo, sir. That what they say?
One day Congo te.
Oh, Tommy, that's a good thing. You hear, right?
It's all right.
One day Congo te. That's what they say, right? One day. What does that mean?
It's a very good question.
What does one day Congo te or Congo ta?
I never know the actual meaning, but I want to think it means that one day they will understand, or they, I don't know. Maybe somebody else in the chat can call and tell us
What does that mean? One day Congo ta or Congo te, whatever it is.
Congo te.
Oh God, nobody defend that. Leave Patricia alone. Leave she alone. Leave Patricia. Don't go after Patricia.
Yeah, but sometimes you could use up your energy on things that do you more harm than good. You know?
No, Tommy, I hear you, but you see, Tommy, at the end of the day, right? This is what I always say, Tommy. I don't let outside factors decide whether I'm going to be a failure or success. Right? I make that decision. They're not going to make a decision.
Some forum, it's worth it because you're dealing with reasonable and intelligent people. But in some forum, when you know that you're dealing with ignomats, and I'm less than impeccable with my words at this particular point. Sometimes you just have to leave them be. Let sleeping dogs lie.
Nah, you calling them lie too long. You see, Tommy. Anyway, let me finish with the chat. Palm Grace says, Wall Street. Sharon tell me she like you. Who's Sharon? Who's Sharon?
If you're on the Mugabe station.
Oh, you know that used to be my real friend in truth, you know?
But I know that.
But let me tell you. I tell you, when I used to go down, she used to get me to play with Legacy, but I used to pay my own fee. Right? Whenever I go down, I have a costume guaranteed to play with Legacy. I used to play with Sharon Felix, Mommy, another woman named Mommy Sauce on the PNM station. Tick Sauce, another person. And all of we, because all of we was PNM. You understand? And all of we playing in Legacy. But then I graduated from Legacy. I went up to or did I get a demotion? If you go from Poison to Legacy, is that the demotion?
Maybe a lateral move.
Poison and Legacy was the same?
No, but I'm saying maybe they're on the same level.
No. I hear Poison was a bigger band than Legacy, man.
Yeah,
and then one year I played Robert Amaro band. Robert Amaro bring out that band one year.
Yeah, I remember.
And when me and Robert Amaro was real good, boy.
I remember I used to call the station a lot. I was down Trinidad. I used to hear.
I used to call 104.7, boy. And when I call, I used to rate Robert Amaro pressure, boy.
Even when Gladiator, not Gladiator, when Umbala was on Amaro station, I used to call when Umbala was on 91.
All the time. Yeah. You know, me and Umbala was
every Sunday I used to look forward to you calling Umbala.
Me and Umbala was good enough. Good enough.
God bless his soul.
Yeah, man. As a matter of fact, when Umbala beach out up in Maracas, boy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I was in Trinidad. Umbala said, Wall Street. He said, I don't invite too many people to my place. you know, he used to speak, right?
Yeah. Well spoken.
I don't invite too many people to my space. But you seem to be a very good guy.
Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah. Caller, welcome.
Yeah, good night, Professor Wall Street. You heard me?
Loud and clear.
Uncle Tommy and everybody.
Loud and clear.
Yes, Uncle Wall Street, Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street. I listened to your program, and it seemed that Trinidad I just had a client earlier today that I was speaking about Trinidad and Tobago, and she's from France. And I was telling her she didn't have any idea. All over the world she traveling, she don't have any idea about Trinidad and Tobago. And the reason why I'm calling is like, it seemed everything just going from bad to worse with Trinidad and Tobago.
Correct.
You know, Bruce Wayne.
No, it's Bruce Payne.
You think he must be Batman, you know?
Yeah.
That he could cut you off and so on. But I'm going to the point of what is happening in Trinidad and Tobago. I listened to reporter or contractor talking about
reporter.
Yeah, reporter talking about, and you know he gives very good contribution. I listen to him. But the point is, it's just like here in these states, Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street. We have a binary choice. And the binary choice is Trump or Harris. And we've seen what it gives. It's either Miss Kamala or Donald Trump. And we've seen all the sorts of the manifestations of what happened before. Now, Trinidad is not going to be able to survive properly if the PNM stays in power. I don't care what anybody says. The budget is going to be read. And you notice coming, but then talking much about the budget. Usually, you know, you have the budget, the pre-budget talk. But I continue to strive on this. This lady from France, she didn't know one thing about Tobago or Trinidad. She know about Jamaica, she know about Dominican Republic, she know about Barbados, but she don't know about Trinidad and Tobago. And we are losing money daily because our oil production, our gas production, and petrochemical production is falling. It's not being replaced. And no matter what Stuart Young is saying and so on, and with Shell and all of that, that is not going to be able to suffice to pay out all the necessary expenditure that is coming, and the debt is rising. So the point is, Mrs. Bazio Pandey's daughter, Michaela, reporter, and I continue to say, you have two choices. You have red or you have yellow. Red has been in power for 9 years, and we see we have 400. I watch Ian Allen tonight, 480 murders, and we still have, 4 days left in September. Mr. Wall Street and Professor Tommy and everybody who's listening, we could hit that 605 again that we had in 2023 easily. Tobago has 24 murders. That is almost double what it had last year. So I am saying again, I'm making an impassioned plea. Do not sit at the side. The person that you have to take over or take out is Mr. Keith, Christopher Rowley and company. The person we have to vote in is Mrs. Bissessa. There's no other choice. Philip Alexander already, who I was listening to him last night, and he was saying the same thing. You vote for Gary. Gary has to come across and work it out with Mrs. Bissessa, the NTA, the Patriotic Front, whoever. The only other separate party is the Tobago TPP, which I think can take those 2 seats.
Richard.
I'm just going to say this again.
Richard, before you go, can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
You think Philip might flip-flop a month from now?
I don't think so, because I think he realized, you see, what's going on there? I think, and I've told you about Gary and Philip. And Gary and Philip were very good friends. They went to CIC. And they got to realize, and I've told you this, Professor Wall Street, and I don't mind saying it. Anything this PNM touch at this hour, it's going to turn to ice. It's turning to ice. You don't have boats. You don't have this. You don't have that. Your money is running out. They're taking 43 million from local government to put it for, that's gimmicks. That the money is going to run out. So I think Philip has understood that he has a daughter, he has a son, and he has children as well as family who are embedded in Trinidad. And it comes a time. I told you to watch the movie, the show on HBO, Game of Thrones. I wanted to look at that. I don't know if Mr. Tommy watched that, Uncle Tommy watched it. Watch it. Because I am saying, and I have to say it, if we don't get rid of these guys, just like what is going to happen here, if Trump returns, and I say it emphatically, Trinidad is going to be in trouble. People don't have money to spend. People don't have U.S. currency. Scotiabank just lower their limits for credit cards. You could only do, credit card transactions, $50. What $50 could do? We have to diversify our economy. Look at the roads every day. Water. We can't get water. And water flowing, bucket a drop all over from St. George's College, right? You name it. Water just flowing. So I'm saying, and I'm making this impassioned plea, Mr. Griffith from the NTA, Mr. Alexander, Mrs. McKellar, Pandey, you know what the time is. The time is you got to get rid of the Ice King. And the Ice King is Keith Christopher Rowley. I'm sorry. Anything these guys touch, it turns to ice. And we cannot survive properly. We don't, when Anselm, if they return in 2025, God forbid, you understand me? And I have nothing against Mr. Rowley, Dr. Rowley, personally, but I have to hit him hard because he's not doing the job of the Trinidad and Tobago. He's on the paper talking about, let us, Trinidadians should be grateful. Grateful for what? You came in, you asked for the job, and you're not doing it. We have, Anselm, listen to me carefully before I go. I have to pay out for my property tax from the properties I have in Trinidad and Tobago. Up to now, Anselm, I can't get an assessment. I have one property that get an assessment. I have another property I don't know of assessment. They don't even know how to set up things. They don't even know how to set up an ACH or payment. What is call member doing? And these are things that unfortunately they got 9 years and they're going into the 10th year in 2025 and they're not doing the job. So no, I don't think Philip will flip-flop this time because I think they realize that if the PNM returns, we are in trouble. We don't have no investment coming in. That lady from France, she could be, I said, lady, go and look on Trinidad and Tobago. Go and see. Go and give them a visit because we need the foreign exchange. We need the dollars. I sent you a video. I would like you to look at that. And if it will explain what's going on. The young people are frustrated and slim. And it's frustrating that here it is, you and Uncle Tommy talking and trying to bring, even if you don't like us, trying to bring something that Bruce Wayne could understand, but because they say this, and I'll leave with this time, they say the forest was made out of wood, right? The forest voted for the axe because the handle was made out of wood. So the axe they're going to vote for, but the axe is cutting them down. This is the same thing going on here in America, where Trump, people want to vote for Trump, and anybody could make their choice. But when they continue down with all the things that they've done, anti-union, tariffs, all these nonsense, and they still want to vote because why? They look at the same hue. We have to stop that, man. We need to get together and say for one and all, it's time that they've gotten the 10 years. It's time for them to go. They have not produced. I'm sorry, right? And it's coming. And Slim and Uncle Tommy, the day of reckoning, if we don't diversify and if we don't change course, they're going to start dipping even more into our pocket. Electricity rates going up, water rates coming. You see it. And they're going to start going into your bank account. Trust me, because they're going with now cashless money, right? So everything they're going to be looking at.
Thank you.
My money is your money.
Thank you.
That's the only way they can do it.
Yeah, man.
I got to leave you with that.
Okay.
But we got to we got to get together, just as how they did it in 86, just as how they did it in 2010. It doesn't always work, but that's the only solution. You have door A, PNM, door B, UNC. Take your pick.
Thank you.
Everybody have a good night.
Yeah, man. Bless.
Thank you. Good night.
Tommy, you have a simple choice, you know.
Of course.
Right now, you're under the PNM banner, but you're in the middle. You're under the M, so you seem to be at the end of the M.
I'll tell you something. I have good sense. And I would let good sense prevail. I rest my case.
All right, folks, we're going to go for a quick break. We'll be right back. Stick on stage in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walsheet, and you. When we come back, Tommy, we got to play some videos, man. You understand? So, folks, stick on stay. We'll be right back. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walsheet, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. Of course, we come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10. Don't forget the numbers here 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Or 973-609-6509. 973-609-6509. Text and voice notes are welcome. Remember, it's a WhatsApp number, so there are no charges as long as you're using Wi-Fi or data.
Thank you. We'll be right back.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE LP 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
What's stopping you? Are you too tired? Didn't get enough sleep? Don't have enough energy? Don't have enough time? Is that what's stopping you right now? Don't have enough money? Is that the thing? Or is the thing that's stopping you, you?
Excuses sound best to the person who's making them up. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Get off the pity potty. Telling everybody your sad and sob stories, trying to get people to show up to your pity potties and your pity parades. If you ever see me in a Rolls Royce, a 6 or 7 star hotel, living my life to the fullest, don't get jealous of me, because I worked my ass off to get it. Nobody handed me nothing. Wake your ass up. Awaken the beast inside. It's game on. It's go season. It's time for you to take advantage of the access and the resources that you have in your country and your community. You got a problem with your life. You got a problem with your environment. Do something about it. If you want it, go get it.
Recognize the excuses are not valid. They're conjured up, they're fabricated, they're lies. And how do you stop the lies? You stop the lies with the truth. And the truth is, you have time. You have the skill, you have the knowledge and the support and the willpower and the discipline to get it done.
The fruit of everything good in life begins with a challenge. Everything is a hill that's worthwhile. And it's not going to come to you, and it's not going to fall in your lap, and it's not going to be something that, oh my God, it just was so simple. It's always going to be difficult.
If you want it, you gotta go get it.
This is your chance. This is your shot. This is your moment. This is your time. This is your place. This is your opportunity.
This is my time. This is my moment. Tomorrow. Ain't no such thing as tomorrow. We only got today. It's your dream. If you wanted to have it, get your butt up and make it happen. If you wanted to have it, rise and grind.
You still got work to do. Stay on that basketball court. Stay on that football field. It's grind season, homie.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. It's In the Village. We're back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walsheet, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, share the live, share the live, share the live, share the live. WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook and X. WZYE TV on YouTube. Subscribe. You can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also at 973-609-6509, 973-609-6509. Text and voice notes are welcome. And remember, this is WhatsApp number.
Tommy, you know Brother B, right?
Of course, in Tobago.
Brother B have a song, have a new song. Let me play it. I'm gonna play Brother B song, but Brother. Anyway, I'm gonna play Brother B song. Tell me what you think, Tommy.
Go ahead, play it.
Well, this is the time once again for Boom Boom. The return of the Boom Boom to show the power of the Boom Boom. Big Boom Boom, rock the Boom Boom, small Boom Boom, rock the Boom Boom, tall Boom Boom, give me Boom Boom, pull the Boom Boom, rock out the Boom Boom, tall Boom Boom, give me Boom Boom, small Boom Boom, give me Boom Boom, fat Boom Boom, give me Boom Boom, fat or small, I go up and all I say big Boom Boom, give me Boom Boom, tall Boom Boom, rock the Boom Boom, short Boom Boom, give me Boom Boom, Boom Boom in the morning, Boom Boom in the evening, big Boom Boom, give me Boom Boom, fat Boom Boom, give me Boom Boom, tall Boom Boom, give me Boom Boom, left or right, and I'm walking right as a big Boom Boom, give me Boom Boom, roll Boom Boom, big me Boom Boom, roll Boom Boom, give me Boom Boom, day or night, and I'm feeling like with this big Boom Boom, rock the Boom Boom, fat Boom Boom, hold the Boom Boom, squeeze the Boom Boom, rock the Boom Boom, push it tight and just squeeze it right with this big Boom Boom, rock the Boom Boom, tall Boom Boom, give me Boom Boom, small Boom Boom, give me Boom Boom, big and fat, I'm whining on that as a fat Boom Boom, give me Boom Boom, left Boom Boom, give me Boom Boom, right Boom Boom, rock the Boom Boom, squeeze up the Boom Boom, roll up the Boom Boom, tall Boom Boom, holy Boom Boom, holy Boom Boom, give me Boom Boom, that Boom Boom, rock the Boom Boom, left or right, I just feel it right with this right Boom Boom, rock the Boom Boom, squeeze the Boom Boom, rock the Boom Boom, hold the Boom Boom, give the Boom Boom, rock up the Boom Boom, shake up the Boom Boom, Asian Boom Boom, Jamaican Boom Boom, shiny Boom Boom, Syrian Boom Boom, Boom Boom, Boom Boom, shiny Indian and African, I said all them Boom Boom, rock the Boom Boom, small Boom Boom, rock the Boom Boom, tall Boom Boom, give me Boom Boom, hold the Boom Boom, rock up the Boom Boom, tall Boom Boom, give me Boom Boom, small Boom Boom, give me Boom Boom, fat Boom Boom, give me Boom Boom, fat or small, I go walk and all I say big Boom Boom.
Is that your song?
Tall, boom boom, rock the boom boom, short, boom boom, give me boom boom, boom boom in the morning, boom boom in the evening, big, boom boom, give me boom boom, fat, boom boom, give me boom boom, tall, boom boom, give me boom boom, left or right, and I'm walking right as a big, boom boom, give me boom boom, roll, boom boom, big me boom boom, roll, boom boom, give me boom boom, day or night, and I'm feeling right with this big, boom boom, rock the boom boom, fat, boom boom, hold the boom boom, squeeze the boom boom, rock the boom boom, push it tight and just squeeze it right with this big, boom boom, give me boom boom, tall, boom boom, give me boom boom, small, boom boom, give me boom boom, big and fat, I'm whining on that I said fat, boom boom, give me boom boom, left, boom boom, give me boom boom, right, boom boom, rock the boom boom, squeeze up the boom boom, fat, boom boom, fall, boom boom, hold the boom boom, hold it, boom boom, give me boom boom, that, boom boom, rock the boom boom, left or right, I just feel it right with this right, boom boom, rock the boom boom, squeeze the boom boom, rock the boom boom, hold the boom boom, give me boom boom, rock up the boom boom, shake up the boom boom, that, boom boom, rock the boom. Only boom boom, give me boom boom fat, boom boom, give me boom boom slim and tall, I'm walking on all I just want, boom boom, rock the boom boom slim, boom boom, give me boom boom trim, boom boom, give me boom boom tease and please, I just squeeze up the boom boom.
Aslam,
Yo.
let's take a reading from the audience.
Okay. So, folks, KFC alone, folks.
Who's that man? All that bobo.
So, folks, that's Brother B new hit for Carnival 2025. Rated.
1 to 10, 1 to 10, 1 to 10.
KFC, we gain it. KFC, we
A
gain it.
number between 1 and 10.
1 and 10 KFC, we gain it.
Okay, next.
All right, KFC, we go on. Next, man. Boss, we were here before. We rating this song. We rate this song. Hello.
Heaven high. Good evening to the panel inside and the panel outside.
We rating the song. How do you rate the song?
That's the first thing I'm supposed to do, rate the song?
Yes, rate the song.
No problem. On a scale of 1 to 10,
yeah,
I give it a -10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Okay?
Okay.
Boom and boom, boom. That will help the education and that will help with the crime and the violence and things.
Yeah, but what else you wanted to talk about, Gordon?
You have to sing something that could help somebody who doing stupidness.
Sure.
Anyhow, that you finished with the ratings there? I could go on to my points now?
Go ahead, caller. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. All right, well, a lot of things happen during the course of the week. I'm encouraged to encourage us to be careful when negative things happen to persons, especially in the private setting. How we handle it, because listen, sometimes life could be strange, you know. So you could jump and rejoice and laugh at somebody today because the breeze blow down the corn. And you know, next week the same thing happened to your peach tree. So you always have to be so careful with how you're dealing with people and their demise. Yeah? Republic, we celebrate, and a lot of people asking what is there to celebrate, and I could understand why some people are asking that, because at this age and stage, we still dealing with the Privy Council. We are still dealing with the Privy Council. They had their own business there, but they had to get money from us to deal with us. We are a republic. We're supposed to have gone past that. You understand? The people around here, they come together and they say, listen, we are going to build our own Privy Council. We will have our own thing. We are big enough, man and woman enough, to handle our own affairs. We will make our own laws and govern ourselves. You know, it has some say no. Some say I want no part of that because X, Y, Z. And we republic, what we have to celebrate. So based on that, yeah, I agree that we still have far to go. The judiciary in a mess, big time. Big time. Ray Charles could see that. All right? But check it out. It has some fellas out there in the black and white. And it's real money they're making, you know, because listen, when these fellas and ladies go in there and they come back out, as if every time they go in and they come back out, that is a plus for their bottom line, you know, in the accounts I'm talking about, not in the clothing or the body, right? In the accounts that they have, all right, that need to fix. So maybe Michael and them, the people who are the mic, could help us to help them to fix that. So we don't have to be going through this and it's the same thing over and over. How could one man have so many different charges and still have the opportunity to act it? To act it? Okay. Also, we thank God for radio. Radio can go a very long way, you know, because people are listening and people getting the opportunity to share their heart, to share their head, right? What has messed up the thing is when there is a continuation or when there's the few who see this as an opportunity to propel their we versus them, because they feel more of the we get, it will be better and it will be worse for them. And the more of the them we get, it will be better for, oh gosh, boy. When we will see it, boy? Is it that the offer is so great that we have to go down that road and ignore everything else? You know, I listen to a man, the man talk, and listen, at the end, like if he was rated, boy, like 99% agree with the man, including the host and them, agree with the man talk real good. One person I hear disagree with the man, you know. And of course, they hit him for 7. They hit him for 7, especially. I like how they say it, fish just rotten from the head. So once you see the head start something, all of them in the come along, they go in with that too. They go in with that too. But then when the man finished now, you know what I hearing? I hearing the same thing. But what they just read the man pong the PNM, the man pong the UNC, the man pong Dr. Rowley, the man pong Mrs. Bissessa. But you know, when they come back on, when the man finish, they're going back with the same thing, PNM, 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 PNM. You see why we are in this position? But I thank God. Because when the day reach, it in the talk show hosts who go along, come along, it in the callers, it in the followers, you understand, who will be dealing with the station, you know. They'll be going in the booth, they will use the finger, and that is what will determine what will happen.
Thank you.
That is what will determine what will happen.
Thank
so
you.
I'm frightened at all, you know. I'm just disappointed that some people, they're hanging out their clothes in rain, buddy. They're hanging out their clothes, they wash their clothes, and they're hanging it out and the rain falling. While the rain falling, they're hanging out their clothes. Oh gosh, open all your eye now. Open all your ears now. Oh gosh, we have to go through this over and over and over. What about we grandchildren and thing?
Thank you, caller.
I will stop there for now.
Thank you. Caller, welcome. Reporter.
Yes, with Wall Street, good night, second time around. I know here in the program they say that block you up this morning. I don't really listen to these talk show at all. I don't listen to this PNM party. That's PNM party talk show. They haven't done no talk show with issue, but I want to ask you a favor, please, you and Brother Tommy. Could you all Google the PNM manifesto and work with it on a program? Because it seems like nobody in Trinidad just want to do that.
They have a manifesto? They have a manifesto?
Yeah, they're supposed to have a manifesto. That's what they use to get into 2015 and by the popularity of the people to get into office. And this is what's flipping this country right now. Nobody's taking up the PNM manifesto, hold it on the desk and start to work from page 1. And you will see that this government is a fraud. We could afford to charge them for treason because they fool us. They trick the population. And the reason why I ask you this and I tell you this is because of a talk show host in Trinidad and Tobago / DJ cut you off from making a contribution. That's what I'm hearing from this program here tonight. And that is, you don't have to even worry about that. You just have to put more fire in your work. Your work is to find the manifesto. Find the manifesto on Google. You could Google it and you will get it. And you will see the big tricks that the PNM is to this country. Everybody else will work with a manifesto, but they don't work with that because the things that they're doing right now in this country since 2015, if we did only hear about these things, because remember, this is a man tell us you was not closing down Petrotrin, you know. You told us that and come and do that, you know. All the Clico asset, the PNM is busy taking that away. Everything they're taking away from the people that was not in the manifesto. Who come up with these plans? So the PNM coming back into a general election, I don't think they were able to use a manifesto. The only thing they were able to use is mud to pelt at the opposition. Good night, Trinidad and Tobago. And I'm calling straight out of Prince Galan Laventer.
Hey, Prince Galan in the house, boy. Prince Galan, boy. It's a pass it to go, boy.
I mean,
Yeah,
here's
man.
backtrack for you.
Yeah, man. Right track.
Yeah, it's only a backtrack where they're hunting mango and hunting.
Correct is right.
looking for
Correct
plum
is
and
right.
tambran.
Yeah, man. It's a pass to Prince Galan to go, man. And then I go down
Yeah,
by the
good
playground. You know the playground, reporter?
Yeah, I mean, up in the Cayman Quarry, they where the plane crash.
Yeah, we used to up there, man. We used to play down there, man. Bless.
Yeah, that Hyman Quarry right now, they have a nice pavilion up there, nice pavilion, nice little grounds there, but you don't have nothing going on because remember, the whole narrative between the PNM and the people is never to mobilize them. And I want to tell you, keep your eyes and your ears open with MOVA. Right now, MOVA blazing. It's killing left, right, and center all over MOVA. They're afraid to say it. That is Leon. Leon's good night if you're listening. The whole constituency right now is blazing. It's blazing. Down to preschool and all in problem down in the area there right now. Nobody never tried to get nothing done in MOVA. Look that school, that MOVA, the market school. They had them children, them crossing that lady and going in that hot box where Jumon's building there. Up to now, all the money they spend, they never try to build back that school. If you see what Piccadilly Street School is, Piccadilly School.
Yeah.
Piccadilly School, let's have a security, the guard there,
Grass
guarding
going
the
there.
toilet bowl. Hello?
Yeah, we listening. Grass growing there? The cutty grass?
What grass? The grass is a vine. That is not grass. That is vine tying up the whole place. But you have a security guard inside this, guarding the electrical in the wall and the toilet bowl and them. Why you never renovate that school and let the children stop going to school quite long on Travis Road?
Correct.
Huh? They have the picking street children going pick down and the other school behind by Besson Street in the back. They all them school and them. They just close down the school and have government bus toting the children and them to the next school in the next area. That's what the PNM do. The one by the market on top of the hill every morning. Two buses pull up there and pick up the people, children, and carry them to some school somewhere up in the east.
Yep.
That's what them decide to do.
Yeah, man. Bless.
Yeah, man. Bless up and good night. I listening. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, man.
Tommy?
Sad.
It's sad. Listen to this, Tommy. Listen to this.
Aspect of tourism. In places like Aruba, they are trying to cut their.
Let me take this call. Yeah, KFC.
They are trying to cut.
Yeah. KFC, I'll stop that video for you. Go ahead.
Yeah, good night, Mr. Washer. I thought the people vote in favor of better be with this song.
Yeah, but people ain't voting. I ain't see nobody vote. One person. All the vote for Brother B song now, man.
What should I try to do with that now, man? We talk about serious about boom, 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 boom. The people about it, so I'm playing that song, you know.
Yo, that's my partner, you know. Brother B's my partner.
Yeah, but Brother B need that song right there. Maybe he should call me and I'll write a good song for him.
Road match. That road match song.
Yeah, road match. All right, Brother B, you get road match from KFC, boy. KFC said I road match. But it's not.
After DNA?
Yeah, after DNA. I don't understand something. Never person in the chat who's supposed to be Brother B partner and he ain't even voting, you know. I ain't gonna call his name, but his name starts with an M. I ain't calling no name though. He's supposed to be Brother B partner and he ain't even voting. Imagine that, Tommy.
Right.
Them fellas and them in serious. You know? All right, I want you all to listen to this. Listen to this. This not coming from me. Listen to this. Listen to this.
Aspect of tourism. In places like Aruba, they are trying to cut the amount of tourists that come to Aruba from 2 million, probably to around 1.4, 1.5 million because it's too much. Whereas in Trinidad and Tobago, we are struggling to even get back to our 2019 numbers. And I think it's such a low-hanging fruit that it has me shocked and baffled that we are not going that direction. And the same argument could be made for diaspora remittances. But none of these things would really happen, Dr. Conrad, if you continue to have an enabling environment or lack of an enabling environment in which your homicide rate per capita in 2022 was the highest in recorded history from 1956 to 2024. I don't know if other people have data before 1956, but I look at this data all the time, it was the highest. In 2023, it was the second highest ever. And if you look at the data up until the point in time today, which is 428, and you scale it up for the year, you will get 643. Then you would realize that we are en route to the highest ever in 2024. Now, that's totally unacceptable. And in that type of setting, it is an endogenous problem. We can make modifications to the state of emergency, limited curfew, gun amnesty. There are things we can do, in my opinion, as a lay person, that could drastically bring down the murder level and give citizens a chance to breathe. And probably when you breathe some more oxygen and you get more clarity, you may do more export-oriented investment. But it's just not there right now. The enabling environment is not there. And the government of Trinidad and Tobago, instead of, yes, they are doing a number of other things, but I think if we could change that crime situation and lift the labor force participation rate from 54.6% closer to the average in Bermuda, which is 79, or in the Bahamas, which is 73, that alone could help make a significant amount of factors of production unleashed for a wide range of productive activities. So some of the problems are endogenous, some are within our capacity to fix, and to me, it's just laxity is not being done. I'm sorry, that's my honest opinion.
Tommy, that is Professor Hussein. That is not Tommy and Professor Wall Street saying that. We are headed to the highest homicide in our history in Trinidad and Tobago.
This year.
This year, 2024. Headed to the highest. And you know what they're always saying to me? Oh God, crime is a problem all over the world. It's all over the world headed to the highest homicide rate in their history, Tommy. What about the US? Maybe they could compare to the US all you. Patty, you, Gordon Joseph, PNM, Fox, and Ambrosie, all you compare it and see now. Again, all your little homework. Go and compare it and see. But Tommy, you know there is more. You thought that was it, Tommy? I know you thought that was it.
No, I ain't thinking it's it.
You think that was it? No,
Nope.
Tommy. There is more. Listen to this.
Thanks, Sam. What I would close in saying is that, you know, yes, we have some data issues in Trinidad and Tobago. There's no denying that. But there's also a wide cadre, a wide block of data that is easily available as well on the labor force participation rate that is declining, on the underemployment rate that is rising, on the unemployment rate that is rising, on murder levels that are increasing. There are so many blocks of data that you could easily pull down, and that is there for the policymakers to look at where there are opportunities to see how badly we are doing, how we can fix it, and how we move forward. And so we shouldn't use the data smoke screen as a place to inhibit the way we move forward or to reduce the type and nature of intervention that we make, because I look at the available data all the time, and in my understanding of the facts, the data is there from the review of the economy, from the annual economic survey, from the IMF reports, from the CSO reports that come out, and in combination with the central bank online database, there are ton loads of data. And therefore, we need to look at this data, and we need to be honest in our assessment of the economy and intervene, because a lot of our problems, in my opinion, are endogenous and fixable. So I thank you for the time and opportunity to speak.
Tommy, the man says underemployment is rising and unemployment is rising. Think about that, Tommy.
Yep, that's the double whammy.
Oh, and they always talk, oh, people don't want to work. That's why the crime rate is going up and up and up. People can't get work. People can't get work. And you know what, Tommy? A lot of people stop looking for work.
That's what happens.
That's what happens when you can't get work. Where you do? You stop looking for work.
Yep.
And this government don't understand that. But you know, them fellas and them, the Bruce Payne and them can't talk about this kind of thing, you know, Tommy. You know, them can't talk about that.
That's not what they're not going there.
They ain't going there. Well, they really can't go there, Tommy, because that is not the script they get.
Yep.
You know, we don't get no script yet. We just bring the facts. The facts, the whole facts are nothing but the facts.
As stubborn as it is.
But Tommy, the political leader of the UNC sent a message to the Prime Minister telling him that, you know what, just get rid of Fitzgerald Hines and he should take over the Ministry of National Security. Take a listen.
PM urged to take up national security ministerial responsibility. Kamla, government continues to fail on security. Opposition leader Kamla Persibasessor said that as government has failed and continues to fail in dealing with the country's worsening crime situation, it is time for the Prime Minister to take responsibility by taking on the national security ministerial portfolio. Her call came as she issued a statement in response to a shooting incident outside a Malik, Barataria preschool on September 25th, which left 2 men dead and 3 others, including a 4-year-old boy, nursing gunshot injuries. Extending condolences to the relatives of the 2 men who were gunned down outside the preschool, Persibasessor said this latest act of violence as yet another testimony to the failure of the Rowley-led government over the past 9 years. The reality is, there is wanton lawlessness and gang violence because of government's incompetence in dealing with this problem. The blood of the many innocents are on the hands of Rowley and his entire government, the Siparia MP said in her statement. She said children are no longer safe in schools, and the general public is no longer safe in their homes. Can you imagine the trauma these children faced today, hearing gunshots ring out as a bloody nightmare played out mere feet away? Can you imagine their terror seeing a body busted apart by bullets on the ground? Can you imagine the anguish of the parents whose 4-year-old child was shot, the pain of the deceased relatives? She condemned the act of violence and called on Dr. Rowley to take action by removing Fitzgerald Hines as National Security Minister and take up that portfolio himself. She also called on psychologists and counselors to intervene with the affected children and families. Persibasessor then warned, TT will sink into further anarchy and the gangs will reign if this government continues in office. The UNC stands ready, willing and committed to working with the government to take action. We have lent support to 37 pieces of anti-crime fighting legislation. But what good is the law when it cannot be enforced because of incompetence? She blamed the police's abysmal detection rate as one reason for criminals being fearless. There is also major underreporting of serious crimes as people have no confidence that anything will be done when they make reports to the police. Statistically, we are in a worse state than is being reported. Persibasessor claimed Rowley did not care about citizens and had refused to take responsibility for their safety. A UNC government, she said, will act immediately to tackle gang warfare and violence. We have a comprehensive anti-crime plan to restore law, order, and peace in this nation. We also have a comprehensive justice reform plan to implement. Persibasessor claimed she was the only politician to physically go to Morvant Laventille to meet and listen to the people. In May, the UNC held its 5th National Anti-Crime Consultation at Missouri Community Center, Morvant, where the constituents publicly aired their hurt and pain caused by crime and spoke out on the victimization and hardship endured because of their alignment with the opposition. Joint patrols have begun. For hours after the brazen early morning shooting in Malik, senior police held a public engagement exercise. Deputy Commissioner of Police Operations Junior Benjamin, as well as Major Steve Benny and other members of the TPS, walked through downtown Port of Spain and spoke to business people and the public. Asked about the shooting incident in Malik, Benjamin said, "It is really sad to know we have this brazen killing taking place where innocent people were affected. The police will continue to deal with gang violence by doing effective intelligence and holistic investigations," he said. Benjamin said the public engagement exercise was the start of working with the Defense Force in what is being called the Joint Task Force Operation 1. We are seeking to increase the presence of the police officers and the TTDF so people can feel free, not just in the capital, but in at least 5 divisions, namely Western, Port of Spain, Eastern, Central, and Southern, Benjamin said. Benjamin said the operation began on September 23rd, with 6 exercises taking place in Central and South Divisions on September 25th. During the walkabout, Minister in the Ministry of National Security Keith Scotland drove past in his black Toyota Prado SUV. He waved at the police and complimented them on the job they were doing. Asked questions by reporters, Scotland answered before driving off. Scotland returned roughly 25 minutes later and apologized to reporters for his abrupt exit earlier, saying he had an appointment he could not be late for. He said the Malik shooting left him with a heavy heart. He expressed condolences to the family of the 2 dead men. It seems that certain elements are not resting. That is why we cannot rest. Minister Hines works every day. The PM works every day. Because they, criminals, are not resting, Scotland said. He emphasized the brazenness of criminals. A school, you know. First it was a hospital, now it is a school. We will not have it. Scotland said a plan was in place to deal with crime, but he did not elaborate on this plan.
Tommy, they're seeking to increase the presence of police. What do they mean by that?
Seeking means you're looking.
They're seeking.
In the dark or in the light?
Can't be in the light. Not to be in the dark. What?
I have to defend myself. I see in the chat more than one person accusing me of not liking Ms. Bissessa. I actually like Miss Sister. I have nothing against her. I just know what I know based on her first go around. And I know that we could use stronger leadership than that. That's what I know. But if I were to compare her and our current leader, I'll give her marks above our current leader.
Tommy, you sure you ain't saying that because they're both here in the chat?
No. I'm not saying that because of that. I know we need better leadership than we have had out of both of them.
You see, Tommy, this is what, based on these statistics, most people that say that the reason why Wall Street is here today because the PNM didn't give him what he want. What I want? Tommy, do I need anything from the PNM? Did I need anything from the PNM for me? Me.
Definitely not. And I see somebody else making a derogatory statement about you. That person who made that derogatory statement, you would wish you were in Wall Street's boots.
That's not. They call me Wall something. Wall
Yeah,
Spot.
Wall something. The person whoever.
Nah. She does always make. Is a woman. She does always make that comment.
Yeah, she would wish she were in your boots if she knew your position in life.
But Tommy, you have to be patient with them, Tommy, because they don't know that they don't know. Even though you tell them that they don't know, they don't want to know that they don't know. Even they know that they don't know, but they don't want to know that they don't know. Even if you tell them that they don't know, they still don't want to know that they don't know. I saw it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I saw it too. I saw it. I said,
yeah, look at here. They said, yeah.
Walcott, go get a life and stop lying on the radio. She don't know that you do have a life, and she would wish that her life was as good as yours.
But Tommy, what am I lying about? None of these statistics, zero of these statistics that I have given any one of the program, any one of them have proven it to be inaccurate or fake news. Zero.
True.
Zero, But you know what? They don't like it because it makes their party and people that look like them in their party, which they have 26% of them living below the poverty line, and all of them suffering peacefully, right?
But the so-called their party, are they making people that look like they're making any decisions that affect their lives?
Yeah. Fitzgerald Lines, 65% people get killed last year was black.
Well, I meant positive in a positive way.
Okay. Okay, Tommy.
Let me say it right.
Say it right.
Yeah. Anybody look like they're making any positive contribution that making their lives better?
Here we go. Tommy, a man called the radio station and talk about, hey, them people talk about what Prime Minister Rowley doing for people. Right? All these things. And I said, but wait now. I said, yeah, Prime Minister Rowley have 26% of black people living below the poverty line. Under Prime Minister Rowley, last year, 65% of them that dead was black. Last year, most of the kids scoring under 50% in the SEA, black. 100 Cape scholarship. 80 went to Indians. This year, we have Trinbago, 11 acres of land taken away from them to give to a wealthy Indian businessman. This year, we have Emancipation Day, changed to African Emancipation Day, and they don't even have 1/8 of an acre of land. That is what Dr. Rowley doing.
And what budget did they get to do the celebration?
All right. Let me add that in, tell me. Let me add in the budget. What kind of budget they get for the celebration? And we could go on and on and on. All of disprove them facts now. Disprove the facts now. You ain't hear the economists just come. You ain't hear Professor Hussein just come and said, we are headed to the highest homicide in the history of Trinidad and Tobago under Prime Minister Rowley. I didn't say that. Yeah, KFC. I didn't say that. Great KFC.
Can I miss our shit?
Yeah.
Or do you check and see how much togglers die on that Rowley?
I'll look at that.
Is that normal? Must be trend die on that PNM right now on that Rowley.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll look that too. Yeah. But Hanif, how long now the PNM seeking to increase the municipal police and the 2,000 police recruit for that service? But Mr. Intellectual, they just take away money from the municipal police to give to CPEP. They take away money. Okay. I see Patricia give a comment there. Yeah, move a defender. Yeah.
I come to answer Patricia Reed online. Because I want you to hear it. Patricia Reed put in the chat. I'm going to read this for sure. I don't want to misquote her because I want to get the right thing. Just now, give me 1 second. She said, murder must go back to not being a bailable offense. So she maybe trying to insinuate and crime will go down, right?
Yeah.
So ask her, so she said, when we stop it, it will help. Which year was the most murder in Trinidad and Tobago?
22.
22?
2022?
Yeah. Let me see.
Patricia Reed. So what happened before that? What happened before murder was removed from being non-bailable to bailable? Patricia Reed, come in, you try to tell them anything? Do your research, please. And don't just come and show an opinion and hope it stick. Please, we're not allowing that. And also, you could disagree with it, but I know we have lots of people in jail for murder who is innocent. So don't come here and talk about murder is a bailable offense, that is murder to go up. But it's already you're drinking barrels of juice and erasing from your brain. Don't do that, please. Think before you make a message. Man. So bail for murder causes the murder to go up. But it's already good night.
Yeah, boy.
Good night.
Good night. Yeah. For me, like somebody take my sheet, boy, my sheet gone.
Somebody did what?
No, I had my sheet here with the moderator and them. I had to look for that, but I feel Patricia to come and take my sheet, you know.
Is that good?
She must take it virtually, man. I had to look for it. I had it right here. Because I had to keep them thing on them. For when them people and them start to ask for information. All right. I go look for it. Yeah. I go look for it. I have it there. Yeah. Oh, listen to Gordon Joseph. Yeah. Gordon Joseph. You are absolutely lying, huh? That is a lie. That's a lie. You are lying. You are Bible man. Yep, that's true. You did not get what you want. You are lying. That is a lie, Gordon Joseph. Stop lying. You talk about the Bible all the time and you come in here and lying. Why are you lying? You see the same thing you just regurgitating what you hear. Right? And when he's in the 91.9 chat, it's only pro PNM thing he's doing, you know? And he's saying he's not PNM. admit you're a PNM. I just see him, Tommy, in the chat. If you just see the thing that be putting, strictly PNM stuff, and you want to come here and say it's not PNM, and you want to come and lie and say I didn't get what I want. I never asked the PNM for nothing for me. Never. And I spend money on the PNM. You don't come with that garbage, man. Seriously. I didn't get what I want. And that's what them PNM people regurgitating, but I didn't get what I want. When my black people suffering under the PNM, I go continue to support the PNM. You could continue to support them. You do that, not me. The highest in the history of Trinidad and Tobago, 26% of black people living below the poverty line. It's never been that high. 50% higher than the Kamala Prasad predecessor, the last prime minister. 65% black people dead last year. Scoring under 50% is predominantly black kids in Trinidad and Tobago. What's wrong with you? 9 years under the blackest man in Trinidad and Tobago. And not 1 year we could get a black man to act as a prime minister and use the blackest man. Boy, will you miss me with that there, Gordon? Miss me. Don't lie on me, eh? Don't lie on me. Whatever you do, do not lie on me. And don't come here with no Bible thing no more, eh? We don't want to hear you on your Bible thing. You come in here and talk about the Bible all the time, and you come in here and lying. Boy. I'm going to play your voice note. No, you got me vexing truth. I'm being honest. I didn't get what I want.
But you are the one who tell the world that I'm I than the Ayatollah. I asked them and I wanted this and I wanted that. So that I is not you?
Not for me.
That I is not you?
Not for me. I never asked the PNM for anything for me. I asked the PNM for things for my community. And when the black community, and when the PNM, who's supposed to be a black party, decided that, you know what, them black people not good enough, I took a stand. Not like you. You need to go to the Waffle House, support your party. I no problem. You just come here. We have no problem with you supporting the PNM. None. Because you just get your time here to talk, and you can talk whatever you want. Go on them other stations, and you go see. You could never go and talk them thing on them. You could never get 10 minutes to talk on them other radio program. Come on, man. You getting me vexed, man? Nah, you can't come with that and use a Bible, man. Miss me with that, Gordon. Miss me with that Bible thing, eh? Every time use the Bible, man. You more than TD Jakes. Use a more picture than TD Jakes, but you comment a lie. Caller, welcome. I vex. I ain't gonna lie, I vex. Because the Bible man here, the man who does talk the Bible more than anything else, come in and lie. What the Bible say about lie? What does the Bible say? Go ahead, move a defender. I want to look up what the Bible say about lie. Go ahead, move a defender.
Well, shit, I ain't going to let good enough. But I told you so.
Oh,
I told you so. I told you about this man. This man have nothing godly about him.
Nothing.
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 Nothing about
He does
this man
lie.
godly.
Look, he lied. I'm going to leave it up on the screen.
He's a liar. He's been chatting in 919. I
yes.
him too.
I know.
He's a liar.
Pro PNM thing. Every comment is PNM. Every comment.
Wall Street.
Yeah.
He taken out of the book of the pastor. The pastor came. I told you that night. The pastor came in as a gospel man and he loved God and he loved things. And it's PNM the love. The love PNM. How nothing about his government. He find wrong. Everything is to blame somebody else with him. But he's a God man. And all liar is abomination unto God. He said that Wall Street. But his prime minister lied to me on millions of occasions.
We're not closing up Petrotrin.
He said he told money, he don't have property tax.
Right, he said we already deal with the property tax issue.
But hold up. The Bible have quite to say about lying. Proverbs 12:22. The Lord detests lying lips. That is your lips, Gordon Joseph. But he
right. Well, shit, I go over this one, man. I tell you, good enough. But you look for that.
Yeah, all right. Hold on. Let me get this. Let me get this. Proverbs 12:22. The Lord detests lying lips, but he delights in people who are trustworthy. Hold up, hold up. Colossians 3:9. Do not lie to each other, since you have taken off your old self with its practices. Ephesians 4:25. Therefore, each of you must put off falsehood, and speak truthfully to your neighbor, for we are all members of one body. John 8:44. You belong to your father. The devil and you want to carry out your father's desires. Yes, the devil and you want to carry out your father's desires. He was a murderer from the beginning, not holding to the truth, for there is no truth in him. No truth in him. When he lies, he speaks his native language, for he's a liar and the father of lies. There we go. Don't come here and lie on me. Don't come and lie. Do not come and lie. Go on 91.9 in the chat and lie. Don't come here with that. Nah, we ain't tolerating that at all. Yeah, KFC.
Good night, Mr. Washington. What kind of Bible? What kind of Bible you have? A pen and Bible. You don't come and line wash it, wash out have something free, wash out have something for the pennies first corridor.
Yeah.
To educate the youth in the corridor.
This is to educate the youth. Eh?
Yeah.
I didn't get what I want.
Take a scholarship to have something good in life.
As we speak.
Right.
Anyway, let me don't say that. Go ahead.
Plenty of everything from the PNM Bible because the guy has CPAP contract and a European contract, and that would be different, you know.
Yeah.
So, God, PNM, God, no, go wash you that now. You hurt your feelings. They wash you don't want nothing from the PNM.
Yeah.
Wash that the whole devil by the devil in game. Nothing. You go one thing now.
Yeah. Right. And if you are correct, thank you, KFC. You're disingenuous. You should never mention God or the Bible on this platform. Never, never. We're not like Bruce Payne and them, you know. We just go to the facts right away. Don't come here with that garbology. Don't come here with that. You're not dealing with two fly-by-night people like them other programs. Go on them with other programs. Not two fly-by-night people. We will check you right here and then. As not you alone. Not you alone. You come here with your lies. Don't come here with no Bible thing no more. We don't want to hear you about no Bible thing no more. You are deceitful and disingenuous.
You see, the leadership that they get is what brings them to where they are. Because that leadership said that he wasn't closing Petrotrin. He said he had dealt with
lies.
He said he had dealt with the property tax. He said people said that the PNM going to bring property tax. We have already dealt with that.
We dealt with that already, and he bring back property tax. Caller Heavenly Thomas, if you want to call in, is 973-868-1444. 973-868-1444. Let me put it up on the screen. And Robert, you are absolutely correct. Let me put it up on the screen for him. Caller, you could call. Use the numbers on the screen. Don't come here and tell no lies on people. And you use a Bible man. Use a Bible man. You come in and preaching the Bible. Bible every time. The Bible this. I am a God twist and God this and God that. I don't preach Bible. We don't come here and preach Bible. We preach the truth. And when you come and lie, we will go to the Bible that you're supposed to believe in and show you how you are disingenuous and deceitful. You're in HDD, you're hypocritical, deceitful, and disingenuous. Now, and here, the truth offends. The truth is what offends, not lies. How could the truth offend? What is the truth there, Tommy?
I don't know. I don't know what truth. What truth?
What are you talking about? What truth are you talking about? Eh? You know why, Tommy? The same thing them people regurgitating on 91.9 that you get from Mr. Bingo and the PSA hater is the same thing he coming here to regurgitate. But I didn't get what I want. I didn't get what I want. Oh God, again a hamstring there, boy. Yeah, I didn't get what I want. Look, don't come here with that dotishness. You come in here with that? Nah, go on 91.9 with that garbology and you'll get away with it. Matter of fact, go in the chat and you'll get away with it. Go in the chat. You come here to tell your lies. You're a hypocrite. I said it. Don't lie on people. If you believe in the Bible, you would apologize for your lie. How about that? How about that? What does the Bible say about apologizing? Let me look that up. Let me look that up, Tommy. Let me look that up. Hold on. All right, he sent some voice notes. Let me listen to it. Yeah. Yeah, Mova Defender.
Don't take no apology from the man. It's the same thing.
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
doing
yeah,
it
yeah,
to
yeah. All right,
people,
cool.
blood and blood.
You are right.
Don't take no
You are
apology
right.
from him.
I don't want no apology.
I told you that already.
Yeah, correct.
He, since the thing with him, we should have, I don't make you out. You know, if I don't want to make you out, I don't make out, you know.
Correct. I don't want no
He's not a
apology.
godly man, you know.
I don't want no
All right?
apology. Seriously. Thank you. Thank you. You are right. You are absolutely correct. I don't want no apology. Don't apologize. I don't want no apology. I don't.
If you had gotten that building, boy, I wonder what it would have been like, boy.
Yeah.
I wonder what it would have been like had they given you that building, boy. That building, boy. I just wonder, you know, a lot of time all it be saying if
Yeah.
if it was PNM, if it was UNC, if you did get that building, what would have been like today, boy? Would you be pelting all that mud? Throwing all that stone in shoes? Boy, wheel and come again. Wheel and come again. Ask them for our next building.
I'll go ask the UNC for a building. Maybe they go give it to me to help black people. Maybe they go give it to me to help black people.
Because you don't
I'll
want
go
it
ask
for
the
yourself.
UNC for a building. Caller, welcome.
Hi, Mr. Wall Street. How are you?
I'm excellent. How are you?
All right. So, we have had a discussion before, and like I told you, we're gonna get that building for the community. It will be you, me, Mova Defender, all of these supporters here.
Yeah, we go get.
We will. We don't need a government.
Yeah.
Because we people are the government. We the people are the power. We the people who do great things. So I send you some messages in regards to emotional intelligence. We have a lot of people who don't have self-awareness. So while I will allow you your time to, vent,
Vent.
because that is
Yeah.
healthy.
That's good.
Right?
To vent.
That's good. And I always take notes. And there's a time and a place for everything.
Correct.
And it will not be, the building will have no red paint nowhere near it. Right? But it will have a great legacy. So for those who always attack you, I wish they could just
You
do a
know,
little Google search.
Miss
Right?
Georgia, think about this now. Black people, right? Me trying to empower poor black disadvantaged people. Them attacking me because I trying to do that.
But Wall Street, we have spoken at length, and the saddest thing about everything I listen to on any frequency is that we are our own enemies, right? Because as I said, and I will continue to say it, God forbid something happened today in Trinidad and Tobago. The only people who will suffer is my people.
Correct.
Which is the melanil, brown, and black people. It's sad to say because I'm not a racist. I grew up in Trinidad and Tobago, so I don't know about racialism. You understand what I'm saying? We are multicultural, multifaceted. I don't know where this hatred, I know where the hatred spew, but I do not put it in my tongue and say it all the time. I try to speak positive. However, we have to be careful what we're doing as a people. Watch, at the end of the day, every race do what they have to do for their legacy, for their people. I always tell you, our people had 24 hours. Our people had 48 hours. The Indian community had 24. They had the same seeds we had and so forth. Funny thing is, we had a little more than them, but they take those seeds and plant those trees and build their legacy. And all we do with each other is, why he tree bigger than mine? Why he ain't get this? Why mine in this? We have to do better as a people. And until we do better as a people, there's no way we could ask anybody to do for us. Right? So fighting down each other, it is not going to help. It is not crabs in a barrel, two elephants fighting. It just not going to help. So you could vent, but like I told you, you understand, if it will be done, even if it's not completed when we leave this earth, the legacy will always continue. We will put the people in place, the children in place, whoever need to be in place to make sure our people, because we can't take everybody. What's the slave? She couldn't take all the slaves, you know.
Yeah.
She tried, right? So at the
Harriet
end,
Tubman.
we can be able to take everybody with us, right? I don't worship man. I don't worship a political party. I don't worship a leader. You understand? I'm very spiritual. I'm not even part of religion. I know who I am as a person, right? I know who I am because my ancestors fought very hard, right? And no government could never. I was eating before the government, during the government, after the government. I don't make government rule me. I rule them. And I told you, we will get what we have to get. Patience.
Thank you
All
so
right?
much. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Miss Atlanta.
Thanks.
Miss Georgia.
Thank you so much. And Robert,
Closing comments.
yeah, Robert, I think it's true. I think really and truly, Tommy, I want to take Robert's thing and I want to pray for God. Seriously. I want to pray for him. I want to oh God.
Gordon cannot help being himself, you know.
But let me pray for him.
Yeah.
For him to see light.
Yeah, he cannot help being himself.
No, Robert, thank you very much. I think, Tommy, I don't come and pump the Bible as he pumps the Bible. But there are certain behaviors, if he's going to be a Bible pumping person, that he have to abide by. He can't be a selective Bible person. You understand? You cannot be move out defender. Go ahead. We're going for the before we go for the
Not really mad, you know. That I call you so much now mad, you know, can warn you. But anyway, you know what I call you for? What you doing is a hurtful thing.
What?
I'm a businessman. Currently. You have your things going on. Uncle Tommy has things going on.
Yeah.
We fighting for the voiceless, you know.
That's
and
what it
we are
is.
being hated, you know.
We fighting for the voiceless.
I hush my mouth and what should you feel like I hush my mouth and go home and relax myself and just eat my food?
Me too. Tommy and I don't have to come here.
We don't have to do this. We do this because we do this because we care about our country. We love our country.
They love you when you was talking for the PNM.
What?
No, because you're talking the truth. They hate you, you know. It's so sad in society, you know. Don't watch it on a serious note. Let me stop you to laugh and skin, you know, for 2 minutes. What should we talking to uplift we people, you know? I'm being hated, you know. It's sad, but what it's a real hateful feeling, man. Look how heavy is going through. Because we're talking for everybody, you know. We ain't talking for ourselves. Because if we win, everybody who around who look like me and you watching win too. It's sad, boy. I had what's the call and said that, but you see this God Maloney, but I'll make you watch it. You know, honestly, I make you out a long time. Since he can put in a chat heavy, should not say somebody had blood in anybody. I know Gordon Joseph is the devil. He can say what he want and paint it all the front color. You talk about a man life and death, you know. And I'll always remind you about it. He talk about a man life and death. If he wasn't accepted for that because he was living, you know, because he was close to death, you know. And a man cannot talk about it. A godly man, I can never be a godly man. I'll never stop saying nobody who's paying them to that there or nobody's UNC to that there could tell me there's a patriot. Enjoy your night, bullshit.
Yeah, man. Blessed. We're going to go for the break. Folks, put your closing comments in the chat. Put your closing comments in the chat. If you have a quote, put your quote. You can send your voice note as well. We're going to go for the break. We'll be right back. You know, and I have to say, Tommy, I want to thank Miss Georgia. Let me go for the break. We'll be right back, folks. Stick and stay.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE LP 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
We are back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walsh, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Tommy, if it's one thing, all I have is my integrity.
That's all.
And I guard my integrity very, very, very carefully. Very carefully. And there are many PNM people. I remember a PNM person said, it is alleged that Wall Street stole money from PNM International. Stole money, eh? It's alleged.
But you have to realize that they throw out these things in order to sully your character because they think it's going to give them strength.
Correct. Secondly, PNM people, they say Wall Street is no professor. He had to prove to me that he's a professor. Right? I don't even waste my time with them. Right?
Who are they? Who are they that you have to prove it to them?
Next, hear what they say. You don't always talk about the world records. You don't know what world records you have. They could easily Google it. If they Google my name, Google Ansem Libon. Google it. Just Google it.
You know, I'll tell you something, Walls. You don't even have to waste your energy on them, you know.
I agree with you. I agree with you. But you know, sometimes, Tommy, you cannot allow them. Sometimes, yes, when they go low, you go high. But my philosophy too is when they go low, I could go in the sub-basement.
Yeah, but you don't have to. It will do you more harm to do so.
Yeah, but you know, one thing, Tommy, just get to me. I'll be honest with you. It's when people start to lie on me. Lie. Blatant lie. And that is what the PNM people just do many times because they get it from the leader. I always says a fish doesn't rotten from the tail.
Right.
I have said it over and over and over and over.
And you know, I agree with you that the leadership actually is what creates an errant society like Trinidad and Tobago.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, because the fact that Maloney think it's okay to spew the garbage that he does from time to time.
Spew it.
It's all because of the leadership. Because the leadership make them think it's okay and it's normal.
Yeah.
To do,
and Tommy, on the radio station, Miss Fallacious in the morning program, hey, Ansem Libon leave you on a scholarship. I never left Trinidad and Tobago on a scholarship. I got a track and field scholarship when I came to the United States of America. See, spew that.
Because they know everything.
And they don't know anything. That is the thing. And what they try to do is the spaghetti theory. They try to throw things up on the wall and see what will stick. But no, I'm not allowing them things to happen. There is something called, this is what it's called, and we're going to close on this. We're going to close on this. Where did I put it? Hold on, Tell me, you know about this. Hold up. Here it is. I want you guys to look up this. It's called ad hominem attacks.
Right.
It's called ad hominem. When people cannot deal with you from a factual basis, they start to attack you personally. Personally, it's called ad hominem. Guys, look it up. Look it up. Because we also here to educate and inform. Look it up. It's called ad hominem attacks. And many PNM people, because they cannot deal with the facts, they attack you personally. That's what it is. But anyway, folks, it's always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure. Let me give my closing comment. Yeah? But all I have is my integrity, and I'm going to guard my integrity by any means necessary. Any means necessary. Yeah, KFC.
Yeah, good night, Mr. Washington and Uncle Tommy. Have a blessed night until Sunday we check in. Mr. Washington, get off your chest.
Off my chest.
Good night to you, KFC. And
Yeah,
you
man.
be safe out there.
Thanks a lot, man. Bless.
Yeah, man. Love.
Lovely time.
Yeah, man.
Let me give my
Closing remarks.
closing quote. The older you get, the more you realize how precious life is. You have no desire for drama, conflict, or stress. You just want good friends, a cozy home, food on the table, and people who make you happy. From where I sit, this is it. The clock on the wall said that's all I like to say, but I've got to go. Remember, hard work beats talent when talent does not work hard. And for every 60 seconds of anger, you lose 1 minute of happiness. Remember, your circumstances may determine who you are, but you are responsible for who you become.
Yep, thank you.
Right.
Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. These are the words of MLK. I'll say it once more. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Like I say every time, you, that man in the mirror, you have to become that change you want to see. However, when you look in the mirror, if you don't like what you see, you cannot blame the mirror. Never look down on a person unless you're giving them a hand up. Never look down on a person unless you're giving them a hand up.
Yeah.
Be safe out there. Love you all. See you at our next session. And that's going to be Sunday, God willing.
Thank you, Tommy.
Good night. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, let me read some of these quotes that were sent in. Miss Atlanta said, follow your heart, but take your brain with you. And this is another excellent quote from Miss Atlanta. When the debate is lost, slander becomes the tool of the loser. When the debate is lost, slander becomes the tool of the loser. That is Socrates.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Let me see if I have any other voice note here.
My closing quote. Long time it is realized. Don't say anything against Mrs. Bisesa or UNC or Ansim. What? You making joke or what? You could praise them. Yeah, you could tell them how beautiful the toe is, how lovely the hair is, the good job they've been doing. As a matter of fact, Anselm does it. He said the great job this woman did. You know, she bring down the unemployment rate and so on, how much percent and whatnot and whatnot. And you know, he didn't vote for her. Yeah. All right, so as I always say, I call it how I see it. I might be wrong like a O, and once it is brought to my attention where I see where I was wrong, yeah, I will deal with it. I will deal with it. But that's how I see it. You understand? The way how he talked and what he said, that is what I understand from what he said. It are people who understand what Dr. Rowley say from the building. He not closing down Petrotrin, and Dr. Rowley say he didn't close it down. Look, we still getting revenue from there. All right, so that's how he see it. That's how he understand it. But somebody else say he lie. Okay, this I say you have to love your party more than your country. Nobody seen that as lie. You know, see? That is all right. That is all right. I am in for the long haul, you know. Could hate me, call me all kind of thing. Bible hypocrite, Satan. That is okay. That is okay. They did worse than that to Jesus. You know what I mean? All I know is that I speak the truth that I know. And that is how I see it. Unless otherwise, no problem. No problem. And hear what? That wouldn't change, you know. That wouldn't change at all. I will always speak it how I see it, how I understand it. You could cry, you could laugh, you could vex, you could glad, you could be PNM, you could be UNC. I, God first, then country. I have no party card. I have said things against the PNM, just as I've said things against the UNC. But I like some of the things that I see with the PNM based on the fact that I see effort to get things organized, to get things better. Not from all of them, but there are those who I appreciate what they are doing, right? Mr. Foster and others. Okay? So go ahead and accuse me of being a PNM, Balidays, Jews, and all them kind of do-tuishness. You understand? When they're doing choppiness, I'm not in support. I'm not in support of all this tax that they want to bring. You understand? But they are the government, and the time will come when you and I can use our finger concerning all what we like and what we don't like. So don't let we beat up with gum and get vexed and get mad, and because that ain't changing the price of coffee at all. Have a good night.
He shouldn't lie though. Whatever you do, if you're a Bible person, don't lie. That's not good.
Good night, Mr. Washington, Uncle Tommy. I wanted to tell Felix, stop victimizing you, man. I know much thing you have, and much thing you get it under the PNM, and you need victimizing everybody complain about it, that greedy, evil, wicked, heartless PNM woman. Don't get my back. I go start to bust shit, the Lord, I don't care, fella, me care. Wash it, or have a blessed night.
Okay, let me go in the chat here. Capitan, welcome, boy. Patricia say, "Wash, you take your own advice." Patty, welcome. Capitan say 500 murders and he still support PNM. Gordon, I love you. Gordon Maloney, honorary to remove the scales from your eyes, blind and illusional. Margaret, correct. Loud noise but no substance on any topic or issue. Let me go back here. Highly closing comment. Caribbean soul say, you don't know how to stay quiet and you're making yourself look more bad. Shaking my head. Highly says, may God give everyone renewing, healing, and wake everyone refreshed and strengthened so that they can go about their daily tasks, helping others with love and sincerity. Good. God will always. Margaret, closing comment. Hannah says, you got to do what you got to do. Margaret, closing comment. If someone's house is not fixed, how do you condemn others without ensuring that your house is in order? Even their house is in order. They don't interfere in someone else. Highly says, Nadira, may God give you renewing, healing, and wake you refreshed. All right, that is it right there. Mova Defender says, it's easier to continue fooling some than to convince them they are being fooled. Robert says, they are good at trying to destroy your character, but God is the glory and the lifter of your hair. TTPS is good at it also.
TTPS.
Yeah, Miss Georgina has wisdom. Hanif says they condemn Christ for telling them the truth. Mr. Maloney was one of them in the crowd shouting, crucify him. Oh, God. Let me see. All right, folks. So we are out of here. Tell me what am I going to go out with tonight, boy? Give me something.
Wow, you got me thinking now. You take me off guard there, Walls.
All right, don't worry. Let me go out with Karen and shit. There we go. Folks.
We gotta save it. Oh yeah, my sweet TNT. Oh yeah. We used to sing sweet, sweet Trinidad. To leave here, boy, you must be mad. This is the land of milk and honey, rum and coke and easy money. While those birds says we were singing, alarm bells kept on ringing. Pundits on each pulpit saying, oh heart and our soul decaying. Suddenly we wake up to a living nightmare, not bliss while electoral act. How did we ever come to this? But so long we hear it, you got to stand up and be counted. But daily we're intimidated. Every day our next witness silence while we recoil from the violence. In our land there is a crisis, broke police, unruly ISIS, while sweet revenge gangs exacting. Police commissioners still acting Trinbago. It's high time we separate the goat from the sheep. Tell them talk is cheap. We're caught in the world when we have to reap, while them police busy playing hide and seek. We're facing the world when we had to reap. Hey, oh yeah, save our land, Trinidad and Tobago. Oh yeah, in our schools, kids getting on. We're fighting, making porn. Our school girls, you won't believe. Live MMA, they're pulling weave. Check the vibes, they're living by. Dance all slackness, get rich or die. Alkaline to Movado. Mention maestro, they don't know. No morals, no ethics. There is a centrifugal black hole. Lord, we must move quick to wake their conscience and save their soul. So long we've been hearing evil triumphs when good men do nothing. No triggers pump while words be frothin', and while church attendance real low. Protest back plus them casino, while black market prices haggling. Through our ports, big guns they smuggling. Spanish women are hot like their music. Saucy salsa, human traffic, Trinbago. We can't wait. The devil making hay while we sleep. Tell them talk is cheap. We're caught in the world when we have to reap, while we look on them as more mothers who weep. We're facing the world when we had to reap. Oh yeah. Oh no. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, now the nation's soul has been revealed. How they find Shannon Banfield. Busy street, yes, in our city. Killed by beasts who show no pity. Now there's fear and trepidation. What is happening to our nation? So I pray this one infraction will propel us into action. Trinbago, the time is now. We have to take our country back while these monsters flow. We cannot run from their attack. That is why I'm still saying, time to stand up and be counted. Our young girls, they're being hunted, not for jobs by institutions, but by clubs for prostitution. While for new gas, some arranging on the seas, cargo exchanging in the Gulf, drugs, guns and women. to reap